Hello and welcome to Hearth Hammer, a family-friendly D&D show here on Twitch. We are so happy to be here. I feel like this last month has been a whirlwind of scheduling conflicts and sickness and everything under the sun. But we're here. We are excited to be here. How are you guys doing today? Nice. That's key for this late night stream, right? Well, if yeah, it's true for you. If you're joining us live on Twitch, it is twitch.tv/hearthandhammer. You can also follow along on the multi-link that often gets posted in the chat to follow along with Dr. Heels and Reborn Crusader and Austin LCG if he's streaming. I don't know if he's streaming today. Are you streaming? He's not streaming today, but that's okay. But whether you're watching live, whether you're watching on the YouTube channel or listening to the podcast, thank you for joining us. We hope that you enjoy sharing in our adventure today. Today is episode 19. If you missed our last show, it should be up on YouTube soon, followed by the podcast. And you can look for it on all major podcast apps as well as at anchor.fm/hearthandhammer. And be sure to hit that follow button on the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel so you know when we post new content and go live. It would be very helpful to us as well. Also, we are continuing to use the fabulous sound effects and music from Monument Studios. Guys, I'm serious. They continue to put out amazing content. The most recent update that came out had some fantastic music tracks, which one of them will be the one we play at the break. It's called Unexpected Paladin, and it's fantastic. Theoden likes it, I know, already. Yes. But you can go and check out their all-in-one bundle, which is like 70% off almost all the time. But you can also get, for $4.99 a month, full access to all of their stuff and their dedicated app with a mixer and soundboards and everything you would need to run your music and sound effects right at your fingertips. It's pretty incredible. You should go check it out. So, with that, let's play our ring video and get into tonight's episode. All right. All right. So last time on Hearth and Hammer, after leaving the battlefield cleanup to the Taskers, the heroes of Hupperduke returned to Grimm at the Grey Trader Union to report the city cleansed of these former Imperial troops. On the way, Theoden searched out a furniture shop run by a curious owner and purchased replacement chairs for the ones that he smashed upon their previous meeting, and including ordering a very fancy one for Grimm. After talking with the Udalot guards at the gates about employment, they were directed to the Tasker Tower. And once there, they were told to see Captain Roland to inquire about temporary employment with the Taskers. They were told he could be found at the Trench Tavern and went in search of him there. Once there, they had yet to find him, but they were greeted by a friendly orc named Dratto, who, after some discussion, challenged the group to a drinking contest, and Theoden excitedly accepted the challenge. And that is where we find ourselves this evening. So, you are in the Trench Tavern, and Dratto the orc, has challenged you to a drinking game. Yes. Was it Rowan? Okay. Okay. So you've got that. Right. Okay, so as we get started, Dratto has pulled you up to his table. And by the way, just for fun, let's have a map. What do you say? We need a good tavern map. And I spent a lot of time on it, so. Yeah. I'm excited about it, so. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Let me get you the link. I can't give them the link too soon, or they'll try to see things on it. It's okay. He was probably really going after. Oh, hold on, guys. Don't get in just yet. Let's see. Just yet. Hopefully. They really would like to. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's over in the wrong place. There we go. Okay, there we go. It'd be worth it. Okay. Gosh. Thank you. No, it's fine. Did it anyway. Okay. Here we are. Sorry, my screen was there. I put the link in there. Did you not get in? Oh, okay. How dare you? It's okay. As long as they don't have the link. As long as they don't have the link, it's okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, guys. All right. Coming back to it. So, Dratto, who have you been talking with, sticks his hand up and orders around and says, Bring the drinks over here. We're about to have us a little drinking contest. And he says, now, who is going to be partaking of this contest? All or just one? Or is it free? Well, if it's free if you win. Okay, all right. Awesome. All right. Yes. Oh. It's true. You know, I had to change them earlier, and then they changed back somehow. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Okay, so fine. Everyone is in their proper place now. So, who is interested in partaking of this this competition? So Lee, okay, and Theoden, and Colin, or excuse me, Lee and Theoden and Pete. Anyone else? Okay, that's up to you. So, for the audience and for you all, yes, it is going to be based on Constitution. So here are the rules. You will be... Where'd it go? Here we go. Okay. So we're going to have rounds, and you'll basically have five rounds and 5 times that you can fail. Okay. So after the 5th time, you pass out. You can't go anymore. You're done. So here is what we are going to do. It is going to be, as you guessed, a Constitution-based game, but it is going to get harder with each round. Yes. In where? No, it's not muted. Interesting. But thank you for telling me. As long as I could hear me. I'm just kidding. That's all that matters. Let's figure that out. Oh, see? I know what happened, guys. I had an audio snafu the other day. There. Everyone can be heard now. Everyone say huzzah.
Hello.
Huzzah!
Hello. Huzzah.
Perfect. Yes, I had an audio issue the other day and had to reinstall my audio interface, actually. So, JJ Knight. Hopefully you can hear everyone now. So sorry about that. But welcome to the stream. All right, so the drinking game. It is going to be a Constitution-based game. Everyone who is participating will roll. And when you roll, if you fail, that'll be 1 life. Okay, so you've got 5 lives for the essential for this going on. So
I base shape into a cat, and do I get 9 lives?
no. Pretty sure your Constitution drops too. So
Oh crap!
And then how are you going to grab the mug to drink it?
He's
Wrap
gonna.
it up.
I put Chewie.
all right,
up
so
there.
Lee,
He'll take you off.
Theoden, Pete, and Dratto, right?
Right.
Okay. All right, here we go. So, Dratto, motions for the rounds to begin, and you see other people take notice, and they start to gather around, and they say, "Oh," and they clap him on the back, and you see wagers start to be made in the background. You see everyone getting excited, as this seems to be a favorite pastime here in the Trench Tavern. This drinking game. So Dratto pulls up the mugs and sets them in front of you, and the bartender comes out and says, "All right, we'll put a new one in place whenever you get through the first round. If you lose, if you can't hold down 5 drinks after 5 drinks, you're out." So,
Hey, Barkeep, before you get started on these fellas, can I get a refill on this coffee?
he gives you a look like, "We don't serve coffee.
What is this place?
This is a tavern."
Know your surroundings. Know your surroundings, Jace.
They only
Okay,
have orange juice.
so
Just feed the room.
if
I
okay,
read the room. I want
Here's-
coffee.
here's-
It's late at night.
here's a bonus. Okay, if you get a critical failure, you lose 2 lives. If you get
That's
a
just one, right?
natural 20, you gain 1 on top of
I'm gonna
what
end
you've
this
got.
with 10 lives is what I'm hearing.
Sounds like it.
So,
If my dice hold up, I will.
let's see. In the event of a tie, we will have a tiebreaker. So, all right. Are you ready?
Aye, Captain.
All right. So Dratto grabs his mug, and he does that thing where he grabs it by around the mug itself. He doesn't grab the handle, and he's like ready just to like chug it. He's like, "Here we go," and the bartender goes, "Round 1, drink." And so you take your swig of your first one. Roll your d20 for your Constitution save.
Oh, Constitution save?
Yep.
Oh, it's the same. It's the same.
9 for me. Wait.
11 for me.
15 for me.
Okay. So Lee, what did you get?
11.
11. Pete, what'd you get?
9.
Okay. All right. So, Pete, you are getting your mug, and you pull it up to your mouth, and it's it's not necessarily a halfling sized mug, and you spill half of it all over you as you're trying to drink it there, which Dratto apparently does the same as he's talking, and he like starts choking it down a little bit. He's like, but then he finishes it off. But he takes a point there. So, all right. So they quickly serve the second round. Okay. So roll again. Okay. What'd you get?
14.
14.
Okay. So 14.
18 for me.
18. All right. So everyone takes their second round, and they down it and give each other a glare. Everyone passes that round. All right. So
I reach over and pat him on the back. Just slap the monk on the back. Hi.
okay. So the round 3 comes up and is set before you, and you take a drink. Roll.
17.
6.
12.
Okay, so Lee, you go to down this one and you sputter a little bit, spilling some of it and not getting it all down. But the rest of you all managed to get it down as well. All right, so round 4 comes in. Yeah, okay. All right. So you all are starting to feel the effects a little bit. Go ahead and roll again. Or tell me what you got.
Mine was a 17.
Mine was 17 as well.
Okay, 17. Well, yours is a 4.
Yeah.
All right, Lee gets another point.
What I smacked you on the back, and now you're just
Yeah, I know.
rolling like crap.
I rolled a 4, then a 2.
I
Okay.
thought
Let's
Pete
see.
was gonna be out. I thought I was gonna have to drink with you.
All right. So as you go, Lee takes a swig of his, and you end up drinking, and then you kind of and you as you do that, you bump Dratto, and he does the same, taking
Trying to
another
bring
point.
Dratto on me.
All right. So the next round is set before you. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, I am 100% using my inspiration on this one.
Might
That's not
bounce
bad.
out, but I will take it.
All right.
16.
There we go.
That's with my-
16.
That's with my inspiration though, so I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
What'd you
Mine
roll
also
for?
16.
Mine is a 15 with no
I rolled a
inspiration.
6 on the dice, but I rolled
Okay.
an 8, which I only have +2.
All right. So as you go, Dratto once again he still has something caught in his throat, and he's and he tries to drink it, and he kind of spits some of it back up. But you guys are starting to feel it. It's starting to get to you. All right. So the next round, here we go.
How many rounds are there? I thought there was only 5.
No,
Or
no,
does it
there's
just have 5 lives.
Till
5
we
lives.
kill,
So you
right?
fail 5.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right.
Next round.
Next
Oh,
round.
Yes. Yes. No, it's not a nat 20, but it's close.
Okay.
21 for me. 19 +2.
Okay.
17 for me.
Okay.
15.
There we go. Come on.
Okay. So everyone takes this one and they raise it up. Everyone gets it down there. All right. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Next round is set before you. Everyone's starting to chant behind you. Chug,
All
chug,
die
chug,
this time.
chug.
Natural 20.
Yeah!
Nice. Nice.
I got a 17 total.
So I'm
Okay.
back to 4 lives now.
You're back to 4. You're back to 4.
That was a 15 for me.
Okay. So Pete, you get to it and you're starting to really feel it, and you and you don't get that one, and that one's a fail.
Oh no, these saves are going up quick.
Yeah. All right. So here's the next one. Dratto made his as well. Okay. Here's the next one. All right.
Oh crap.
20 total for me.
All right. Now this is
18 plus
this is a save, not an ability check.
Yeah, my ability check and my save are the exact same plus modifier.
Okay.
Plus 2.
All right.
I
So
checked it to make sure.
That was an 8.
my charisma's different, but my
didn't
constitution save.
Yeah, so I'm back to 3.
I got 10.
let's see.
I think that while this is going
No,
on,
your
hold on.
Constitution save is +2, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, both of them are +2.
Okay,
Because I
cool,
only have 15 constitution.
All right. Just making sure.
Only 15.
All right.
Honestly, I'm the same modifier as Lee and
Yeah.
as Jace.
Yep. So, okay. What'd you get, Lee?
I got 8, I think.
Okay. Yeah, Lee,
That saves,
you
right?
you definitely don't save that one. Pete, what'd you get?
10.
10. All right, Pete, you take it as well.
I'm
Here we
back at
go.
3.
Where's everyone at right now? How many lives?
I'm back at
I
3.
am
I haven't
down
failed
2.
yet. Thanks to
Down
your
2.
inspiration, I haven't failed yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, still got 5 lives. Okay.
What's Grotto?
All
got?
right,
He's
um,
at the very bottom, right?
So Dratto takes
Dratto.
the next one, and he just downs it without even breaking eye contact with you, Theoden, and he gains an extra one back.
Oh no.
He roll a nat 20.
Yeah.
What is
All
he
right.
at though? How many times has he failed?
He'd failed 3, but he has backed down to 2. So.
Gotcha.
Okay, so next round placed before you.
16 for me.
21, 19 plus 2. I can't hit
All
that
right.
20 to save my
You know,
life.
I don't know if you're gonna be allowed to use that liquid one. I don't think it's balanced
Hey,
there.
it is balanced.
I don't know that it
I
is.
have rolled all over the place of this thing. If it kept landing the same number, I'd
All
give
right.
you that.
All right,
Call
so
Kraken.
they don't promise that they're balanced. So,
I'm just telling you to call them.
Pete, what'd you get?
16.
Okay,
Not have
so Pete,
filed it.
once again, you're starting to feel it really bad now. You do not make that one. Lee.
18.
Okay, Lee, you get this one down. You're feeling it, but you get it down. Dratto loses that one as well.
Oh no.
All right, here we go.
Oh no. It's gonna be nat 20s only, guys.
Here we go. Next round.
You jinxed my dice, by the way. I'm not happy with you right now, Seth.
It's okay. So Theoden, what'd you get?
I got a 5.
Okay. All right. So Theoden, you finally start to feel it, and you
Changing.
get it out there.
I don't want your bad juju on my dice.
Pete, what'd you get?
That is a 3 for me.
Okay, Pete, you start to drink it, and then all of a sudden you just go, roll one more Constitution check.
Oh no. Is that his last one?
No, it's to see if he
8.
vomits or not.
Okay, you chug, and you think you got it. Down into the floor. You're
I thought I
out.
was going to have a comeback story. Come on. I had one more. I had one more life.
Pete!
All right.
You're down!
I got a 19.
All right.
Switching
Man,
to
you're
this dice
sweating.
helped a
You
lot.
are
Yeah,
sweating.
I'm switching dice to the
Okay.
American Black.
You are sweating. Okay, here we go. So, moving on, next round.
It's another natural 20.
Nice. So you gain one back.
You talking about my dice being loaded?
Okay.
I've got a 21. I rolled 19 plus my 2.
How
Okay.
can we both eat my shorts. Come on.
So you roll and you make it, and Dratto makes it with a 20 with his Constitution. Whew. He's sweating it though. He can feel it.
But he didn't
So-
get extra life. He just had
He didn't. No. It was +3. So he has a +3 on his Constitution.
Plus
so.
3. Oh, well,
I
he's,
know I'm at
he's got
3 or
16.
4.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I'm at 3 or 4 though. I know I was at 3 and I got one back, and I don't know if I failed in between.
You're at 3, is
3?
what I have. So I mean, you were at 4, then you came back.
Okay.
So, all right. Next round. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one.
Oh, roll? Okay.
Yeah, roll.
19.
20 total?
Okay. So, Theoden, you get it down, and you're like, boom, boom, but you're good. You keep it down.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
it was 20? Jeez.
20 is the DC. All right.
There's nothing but nat 20s left. I can only roll a 18 and
Lee, what
up.
do you have?
I rolled 19.
Okay, yeah. So you're up to 4 now too. You and Dratto are at 4. So, Theoden, here we go.
Should I
One more
switch
round.
dice? Let me switch
One
dice.
more
I'm
round.
switching to the big guy. I'm switching to the big guy. Which this is gonna be a nat 1. Watch you guys. This will be a nat 1 because I switched. Pretty well close
Ooh.
to it.
All right.
I rolled a 3 plus 2.
All right, Theoden. So this one you can't
I'm
choke
not
this one
so-
down,
I'm
but you're
putting
still
it back
okay.
away.
You're still okay. You haven't taken it all. Pete, or excuse me, Lee.
Yeah, so I got a 19.
Okay, so Lee, roll another Constitution check for me.
Oh, was that his last one?
19 plus 2.
Okay, so you're like, and you swallow it down, but you didn't get to finish the drink. So you are out, and it is Theoden and Dratto. Theoden has an advantage here because Dratto is on his last leg. So roll one more time, Theoden.
18 total, 16 plus 2. I mean, it doesn't really matter unless I roll a nat 20 at
Okay.
this point, right?
So you both take this last one, and you're both like looking at it, and you've got the sweats, and you're like, oh, and you chug it back and set it down. You're staring at each other, and you both feel like sickly green. And I mean, he's an orc, and he's really green. His like gray complexion is turned all shades of green and purple, and he's like, you can tell he's holding it. And he goes,
Got beer foam in my beard right now, just like eyes rolled back, like.
and he sets it. He goes,
Good job. Look, you'd like to doing too
he
well.
says, okay, you're a good competitor, dwarf. I yield to you. And so he didn't throw up.
And just swig it.
He didn't throw up. Okay, roll another
Oh
one.
no. 6.
I
I
believe
rolled
that
the
was a
gold
good
one
idea.
again. I rolled
Okay.
the gold one. What's so
Roll
stupid?
roll a Constitution save.
Okay. Oh, I'll take that all day. 18 plus
Okay,
2, 20.
that's fine. So you try to drink another one. You try to drink another one, and you're like, that was a mistake.
I went back.
And you feel that you get it down. You don't throw up though. That's okay. And so, he, like the bartenders come and they clink all these glasses as they take them away, and everyone cheers, and a couple people, money changes hands in the background, and you don't know who bet on who, but somebody won some money, and they're slapping you on the shoulders, and
Well, I mean, I could have bet your money, I suppose.
Theoden's, getting lots of backslaps and congrats, and maybe some dirty looks from some other people. But
you can never outdrink a dwarf.
But Dratto gets
You
it.
can never
Gets his.
dwarf a drink.
He gets something else sent over from it, and you get it, and he gives it to all of you who included in. It still tastes like an ale, but it's got like some sort of like, almost like this kind of like burning sensation as it goes down, and it like calms your esophagus and your stomach a little bit, and you feel it relaxing a little bit. You're like, you know what, I could take another one now, just to casually sip on for the rest of the night.
I can take another one of those.
So he chuckles and says, well, it's up to you there, but as the winner, I will cover your cost, good sir. The rest of you got to pay for having competed. But it's just 2 gold apiece for the others.
Listen, all I'm saying is, I'm half as big as 2 of you,
I
and
grab my
twice as
bag.
great
Go ahead.
as all of you.
I grab my bag.
I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna lay down.
Theoden, he paid for yours. So.
Yeah, no. I grab my bag back from Jace.
Yep.
And I just throw down 5 gold for the 2 of them, and I'm like, keep the change. They're
All
my
right.
partners in crime.
So the bartender's this really kind of gaunt-looking male human resources. Oh, thank you kindly, sir. He takes that off the table, as well as Dratto's money, and he comes back with another round of those the drinks that give that nice burn there. So Dratto laughs and he. Well, that was a worthy contest. I appreciate it. It's not been some time since I've had someone drink me into the table like that. Dwarf, what would be your name?
Hey, it's Theoden Dawnbreaker.
Theoden, I am Dratto, and
Hey, drop.
I serve one of the families here in Shady Creek Run. I'm a loyal son of the Mardoon family.
I've had a lot to drink tonight. Let me introduce you to my assistant, who is
Jace.
beneath me, and I
Jace.
grab Jace's arm and pull him forward.
Roll a strength check
not
to
his
try to pull
assistant.
him forward
Okay.
with disadvantage.
Oh no! I rolled a 17. Okay.
Jace, do you want to resist? You can resist.
Yo, absolutely.
Okay.
I pull my
Same.
arm back and I give him a shove.
All right, 16 plus 4, so you take it 20. Let's see if you can beat it.
Jace, roll a strength check.
All right. It'd be an 18.
Okay.
Beat it 20.
All right.
Wait. Never mind. I don't think I have a modifier for strength. No, I have nothing. Dang it.
Okay, so he pulls you forward a little bit, but not like all the way up to the table. So, but Dratto doesn't even really pay attention like that. He acknowledged what Theoden said about you. He just said, "Oh, did you say Jace? I can't remember now."
Yeah, he said my name.
He said, Jace, it's a pleasure to meet you. Have a seat here."
Pleasure's all mine, sir. The pleasure's all mine. How you doing? You feeling all right?
Oh yes, I'm fine. The healing draft of this mighty fine elixir, as he takes another sip of the ale that comes in, and again as you're drinking it, it's like it's this warm burning sensation that feels good, and like I said, it takes away that nausea kind of thing, and you could tell it's something meant for following up this contest.
You seem to be doing much better than the dwarf.
Yes,
hold
but what you lot seem to be geared pretty well for Shady Creek. Even for Shady Creek, I might say. What brings you to this fine establishment?
We're looking for some information. We are.
Well,
looking
you've
for
come to
some
the right
work.
place.
Yes, so I've heard, and you said you're connected with the Mardoon family, correct?
That is correct. The most noble family in all of Shady Creek Run.
I feel like those standards are. What makes them so noble?
Well, for one,
Person to pull forward.
we take care of our own, as well as those less fortunate than ourselves.
All right, that I can get behind.
He gives you a nod. And he says, "And what be the rest of your names?"
Yes, so you met the dwarf. His name was something. But right here's my buddy Rowan. Rowan, introduce yourself. Nobody else.
Yes, I'm Rowan Reddix. Pleasure to meet you. And then right at
A
that point,
pleasure, Rowan.
I still see Pete still asleep, and I just reach in.
Oh, he goes, oh, you all must be friends to be treating each other like this. This is good. And he says, "And who are you, halfling? You can hold it with the best of them."
I appreciate the compliment. Name's Pete. Pete Flamekeeper.
Pete Flamekeeper, that's a mighty name. I like it. And he says, "And you, good monk?"
I'm Lee.
Lee.
I'm Lee.
I'm Lee.
Well, it's fantastic to meet you all. And you said you're looking for information. Well, it's a good thing you ran into old Dratto here. I happen to have quite a bit myself. And since you did best me in this competition, I'm feeling rather generous. Also, if you're looking for work, I could maybe point you in the right direction.
Absolutely. Well, our information gatherer is our bard here. Would you like to speak to him, Rowan?
We've been traveling quite a bit and working hard the past few days, and I seem to have forgotten all of the information that we've gathered, and I need to look over some of these.
All right, I see
Some
I'm
of
not
my notes.
alone.
Okay, so out of character for a second.
Okay, thank you.
You all, it's been a few weeks, so bear with us.
Yes.
You guys not write this stuff down?
I did.
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes right now, but I still can't find what.
Trench Tavern, Soldiers and Tavern, Dratto,
So you did come to
Mud Ale.
the Trench Tavern.
It sounds
So-
like if Pete was giving a synopsis.
So you did come to the Trench Tavern looking for Roland, the captain of the Taskers on who you were told to seek out for about some possible temporary employment. However, you have not examined the room well enough to necessarily find him. But Dratto here is you engaged in competition with him, and he's forthcoming with information and also has promised some work, because you were kind of just looking for work for the next day or two while you were here, until the caravan of goods are ready to go back to Hubberduke. So you are also on the lookout for information on the Udalots and with the gun smuggling. So now Dratto says, yes, well, what kind of information are you looking for? And to your question again, fine cleric, the Mardoon family, well, like I said, we take care of those less fortunate than ourselves. We also have probably the best working relationship with those who like to call themselves the government here in this fine city, though we do predate them by quite a few centuries.
I seem to have had a quick refresher on my memory, just an epiphany sort of moment.
I smack him on the head, and that's what gives him the epiphany.
And you said you might be able to find us some work while we're here in town.
Aye.
Yes.
Well,
some work.
I have a job in mind. You said temporary work, I believe. And if you're looking for just a single night of work or something, I have something in mind. But I do have a question. You said you were looking for information. I have, as I promised, I am an open book this evening, as you did best me in the competition that I called for. So.
Hey!
All right.
Sloshes all over.
Ask, and I will answer to my best ability.
Rowan, were you ever able to get the information you desired about the objects you are looking for?
Oh, no, I don't feel like I have that entire.
And he's like,
information.
well, name these objects or name who you think might have these objects, and I might be able to tell you about them. I've been in this fine city for quite some time. As I said, to become a loyal son of the Mardoon family, I'm not just a hired hand. I'm part of the family, as those who, if you don't know, those who are employed by the families after years of service become members of the family. So,
Well, I'm kind of looking over my shoulder a little bit. And,
roll a perception check.
That would be perception. Dirty 20.
Okay, so you look around and there's it's full this evening. It's definitely a little bit rougher clientele than the Plaza Emporium, but everyone seems pretty jovial at the moment. You don't see anyone giving you dirty looks or anything. Like they're like, no one's watching you specifically or anything. So it just seems to be a normal night.
We're hoping to track down some guns.
Aye, the goons.
All right, and these guns you speak of, are they weapons? What's I don't know that I've heard of a gun per se, but is it an artifact or a weapon?
You're calling it wrong there, Bart. I told you it was goon. I bet he knows what a goon is.
It's
So do you know
yes,
what a
they are
goon is?
weapons. I would say they're projectile weapons that when you fire, they make a very loud noise and explode a projectile at your targets.
And do you know who you are? Do you know who you were looking to see if they have these things?
Well, we have some hunches that they're being smuggled through here out of Hubberduke, and we believe that the family that's most connected to this is the Udalots.
Well, now that makes mighty right sense. because they do control the gates and have a fair bit of control of what comes in and out of this town. Now, all of the families have their hidden ways in and out of the city, but they control quite a bit more avenues of this. As it so happens, I do know of one Utalot that carries such a weapon. And he has not had it long, but he does brag about it and has displayed it on occasion. Being an Utalot, he is no friend of mine. So, it also goes in line with the work that I mentioned, in fact.
Kill him and take the goon.
So, and he kind of leans in. He says, "As a matter of fact, there is a job that I would."
I lean in too, and probably a little too close.
There is he kind of just stops your forehead at a certain point. There's a job that I would have you do. Time is of the essence.
Dun, sit down. Sit down.
Time is of the essence. And since you said you're looking for temporary work, your best bet would be tonight.
Man, you boys better sober up.
He did with the drinks.
I grabbed some water and I splashed Pete, even though he's still awake.
He goes,
I hope we're going after a chair.
As I mentioned, the Mardoon family is one of the 4 families here, and there's an artifact that comes from. There's an artifact that comes from the Molliasmere ruins, which are in the Savalier Woods. The Trebian family is actually. They venture in there more than the rest of us, and they recovered something that I would have you get. However, it was unfortunately absconded by the Utalots. In fact, this same said person who has shown off this gun, you say. I happen to know where this artifact is being kept in a Utalot warehouse that is secreted away within the trees a little bit more than the rest. It's not too heavily guarded, though discretion would be better than just taking everyone out and getting this artifact.
I caught that sideways glance at me.
Huh? No, he didn't give it to you. But he says.
I wasn't trying to hide it.
I was to say I was talking about Jason.
As a matter to your search, this warehouse is the main Utalot warehouse for their own smuggled goods. There's a fair chance that any guns or such things might be held there.
Interesting.
So, as I said, if you were to recover this artifact, I would make it worth your while. But as a matter of beating me in this, I also give it to you there, and as a means to possibly meet your own, complete your own quest.
Indeed.
You said it'd be worth our while. What does that look like?
Well, I mean, there'll be some compensation for the artifact, depending on if you are able to get it, if it's damaged in any way, or if you're not able to get it, but you know that it's no longer in their possession. That might suffice. I would appreciate that knowledge as well. But, like I said, this could be an opportunity you've been looking for.
Might be a
Understood.
little late. How do you spell Utolot?
Utollott.
Oh, I was off by a T.
UTOLL.
Utollott.
We can discuss after we complete this because I'm sure we will be able to come back.
Yeah.
But one thing that would be made worth our value in this is one, your great source of information is, and you seem pretty well connected within the Madoon family.
The
We can
Mardoon
just-
family, yes.
Madoon family. So just continued information might be helpful for us even after this. And then also you and I'm sure you you have special connections within this family. Possibly just owing us a favor is also something that would be worth quite a lot to us.
Aye. If you're able to retrieve this relic, that may be the case. We shall see. But if you're able to complete your end, we may call it a fair deal.
Sounds good. And then I have this map here. Can you go ahead and mark where this area is?
It is over here in the Wicker Skids, which is off the beaten path a bit within the town, but it is still in the town. It's just a little further into the tree covers of the section more controlled by the Utolots. You shouldn't have any problem getting to it, but once you're there, there is usually a few guards. So, like I said, discretion would be best. And please, if for some reason you are caught, I'll deny that you had anything to do with the Mardoons. And, it would serve you well to do the same.
So we are the heroes of Huppaduke.
Aye, well, a lofty title. I look forward to
Yeah, the bard made it up.
to
We
seeing
like
it made evident. I mean, you may need to expand it a bit since you're in Shady Creek Run at this point.
Yeah,
but
we're realizing that. We're still. He's working on it.
Heroes of Shade. No,
Just not the same, man.
I mean,
Crickets. No.
multiple titles are always good too.
I'm just excited for us to complete this mission and then roll nat ones while searching the building and not find anything.
Not get anything. And we're gonna walk out there with like 3 gold worth of stuff.
There's a wall. I found a wall over here.
I found one too.
Let me look at that wall.
Nobody's finding a wall except for our bard. here.
Walls in here.
That's trim.
Okay,
Out of character, let me just tell you something, Seth.
sure.
Was that the siren or the sirenscape or whatever sounds was using? Is that the like bar noise I'm hearing in my ears?
This is the this is
Talking
not
about-
Sirenscape. This is Monument Studios.
Monument Studios. Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing in my ears?
yes, it is.
Oh,
Biggest
because
lose
I
sponsorship we don't
literally
have yet.
I thought you were having a party in the other room at
Yep.
your house for a second.
No, it's a it's a full evening here at the Trench Tavern.
Oh, that's great.
I think I missed it. What was the item we're supposed to be stealing?
He said an artifact. And if you are agreeing to it, he will tell you the artifacts that we're looking for. It is a kind of a small globe that is about I say small. It's about 10 inches in diameter, and it does have a soft blue glow to it.
So it's magic.
I would assume so.
And
So you said you all had a good relationship with the Grays Trader Union?
We have a working relationship with them, yes.
Perhaps that is something we could also work on with this is strengthening that bond.
Well, I mean, we're always looking to make wise investments, and connections. So, if something turns up to be beneficial to the Mardoon family, then absolutely.
You were saying that someone was walking around toting one of these guns. What was his name, and what does he look like?
As far as his name, I don't know the right name that his mother gave him, but he goes by the name of Quark.
Quark.
Yeah.
Is that?
And he's about, he is quite a big lad for a human. Probably one of the biggest I've seen. He's definitely, he's been in with the Udalots for quite a long time. So whether this is where he got it or if he got it as a perk of being higher up in the family, I don't know. But it's the only one I've seen in these parts. And it hasn't been, he's only had it in the fair recent time.
Understood. Well,
Thank
Dr.
you,
friend. I believe we will accept.
Very
this
good,
mission
very
you've-
good.
You've put us on,
Well,
and
once you complete it, if you are able to do it, like I said, tonight will be the best night for it. In fact, I'll send you on your way with another round to make sure that you're all in control of your faculties. And he
please
orders
do.
another round of the fiery brew that you had earlier.
Is that considered maybe a short rest as we stay there to finish off the drink, hang out, regroup before we head out?
Yeah, you could probably take that as a short rest as you've been talking. I mean, you've been there for probably, after the contest, a good hour plus. So.
This is gonna give us advantage on all of our rolls, right? Second round.
No. So, he says, "Well, I shall be here further into the night, as is my usual haunt. If I am not here, I will have a messenger that can come and fetch me. Look for someone in the livery of the Grudge Gang, but who also has a dark red stripe on his armor. That'll be for the Mardoon family."
So we need a dark red stripe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right then. Believe we will take our leave.
What was the
One
name
of
the
us-
dark red stripe?
It'll be on his armor. He said basically if he's not there, look for another Mardoon
Okay.
representative that's there, and he'll go find him. So.
Well, if that's all the information we need, I believe we are ready to take our leave.
All right. I look forward to doing business with you.
Absolutely.
With that, he stands up to see you off if you're standing up to leave.
Yes.
And you head
Yes,
out the
that's-
door into the early evening. And that's where we'll take a break.
All right.
All right.
All right. So, as promised,
Should I have my stream off now?
we are going to have our music is going to be this lovely Unexpected Paladin song.
Unexpected paladin. Unexpected paladin.
Not quite, but
Oh.
all right. We'll be right back.
Yep. Be right back.
And welcome back. Thank you for enjoying the lovely music during the break.
We can't hear you, Seth.
You can't hear me?
I can hear.
I can hear you.
Oh,
It's
I can't hear y'all.
showing on my... Oh, okay. See, there we go.
Oh, did the thing turn off?
I was like, suddenly I can't hear everybody.
Did the little thing turn? Oh, he's probably turned it on now. Probably still can't hear us.
Oh,
Okay.
I was muted, so you probably definitely couldn't hear me.
See, Noah started off muting himself, and now he's muting the rest of us.
He said, "I'll tell them I'll be able to speak, but they won't."
All right, so...
he's got this new Bluetooth dongle that's on the end of his headphones, and so I bet it died.
I think he's talking about this thing that I'm fidgeting with.
Maybe so. Okay, so you all leave the Trench Tavern, and you head towards the Utalot warehouse. It's nighttime. You're a group of 5 fully armed adventurers. You don't really run into resistance per se. You do see a couple of taskers, getting into some scuffles with some people here and there. Some of them telling them to get back, get where they need to go, kind of thing. And but you're able to make your way through the city fairly unscathed, and you make it to the edge of the forest section that you're coming up on the spot on the map that he marked. How do you want to proceed?
Aye, guys, I know we need to take this with stealth, so you
Yes.
don't have to ask. I'll do it. It's okay.
Wait, no.
Oh,
no.
what?
Mm.
Aye.
I'm honestly not very stealthy either.
He said to say stealth, so me and Jace will go in. We'll just grab the orb thing. I'll punch anybody that gets in our way, and we get out.
I think you forgot that my punch does more damage.
Let's just.
I'm not trying to do damage. I'm trying to knock him unconscious.
Oh my
Let's
goodness.
think
Well, I
about
also have
this.
a punch that is stunning strike that will knock them unconscious.
The
Aye.
ongoing.
Have we ever?
It's being
I
This is
punch
today.
with steel.
We need to think about this in a way that we might be able to sneak in here properly. Now I don't know
Right.
if we've ever actually paused and just thought about this, but does anyone here are they able to sneak? Well, Monk, you're pretty silent anyway. Would you be able to, if I were to go with you, would we both be able to sneak in? And oh yes, Pete, I believe your hand is raised. Is there something that you would possibly be able to do to help us? You're tiny and you're small, and I've also seen you turn into things before.
That's correct. I'm tiny, I'm small, I can turn into things, and I can just cast spells that help me be more quiet. So whether you want a panther running around as part of your party, or if you just want me to be extremely quiet as a halfling, you can do either one.
What sort of spells would you be able to do to be able to help us?
So I've got this one where it makes it really hard to find you without magical means. In the book, it's called Pass Without a Trace. It's a self-casted spell where I get a +10 to any dexterity or like stealth-based checks. But also, depending on whether or not Seth rules that I've seen a panther, panthers have pretty good stealth on their own.
Sure. Is Pass Without a Trace at that level? How many people can you?
It's
Do it
just
on.
myself.
Just yourself right now. Okay.
You're not able to get it at a higher level.
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, that comes further down. The
I can
line,
speak with
so.
plants at a higher level.
If I was to try to gauge how stealthy I was, I would say probably +7.
Okay, that's good.
I'm a +12.
I'm not. I'm in the negative range.
Talking
If
about
the-
stealth, not sharp
Well, this
size.
armor
Right,
clanks.
if they're not breathing, they don't see me coming.
He's not wrong. But this mission, he did specifically ask that we try to do it discreetly.
He
and
asked
not
us just to
go
get
in
the
and kill
orb.
everyone. Well, he did have a little bit of a context to that. He did ask that we, not just rampage in there and kill everyone.
All right, well, I'll just break the door down and knock, knock. I'm here. And if they
Okay.
come at me, I'll have to crush them.
So
Well,
so are you going
I-
to? Are you still talking as you walk? Have you stopped?
We stopped ahead
okay.
of it, and
Okay.
Yeah.
we're talking, trying to put together an idea here.
I will say, I don't like the idea of you all going in there alone.
That's
but
my issue.
That
Why don't I and one of the persons sneak up and we do a little recon?
yeah. I don't like you guys going in there alone, but I do understand that myself and the dwarf are not very sneaky.
Is there any way you could signal us if you get in trouble?
Yes. Do we not have one of those cellular phones? Is that a thing? Do we have?
Cellular
It
stones?
connects to another one, doesn't it? We don't have the other one.
That makes sense. Yes.
Is there any spell you could throw out or something, or
You know,
monk you
here's-
throw your fist through a wall or something?
I could shoot an arrow back at you.
If
You just want
It's
to-
what kind of signal are you looking for? Because if you're looking for a
Pete.
big loud one that you could hear from really far away, I can do that. I do also have lights that I can create.
It's just
But
like,
if that's not enough, I can conjure just an entire electrical storm cloud.
I just want to know that
You
I
know
need
what?
to come running in, dragging Jace with me.
if you hear any sort of loud commotion, that's where
That-
we can. it's
all
gonna-
right,
I-
that's
Know that if I hear a
Okay.
commotion, there's no talking. I'm coming in, hammer swinging.
all right. And if you hear commotion, just note you left me too long with the dwarf.
That's fair.
Yeah, so we need to find another healer.
Okay.
Let's just see.
So is it Pete and Lee and Rowan, or just Lee and
I'm-
Rowan?
Yep, I'm gonna go in there with them.
Okay. So the three
How
of
long does
you,
Pass Without Trace last?
Oh,
Pete,
mine.
that was
Sorry,
for you.
it's a concentration. I lasts for an hour for me.
Okay. Are you casting that now as we're sneaking up?
I
This is-
once we start moving, I would cast it on myself. Yeah.
Okay.
As they go up, I kind of all pat them all on the back and cast guidance on them.
Can you cast guidance on all of us?
I don't. I didn't actually. Let me just pull
it's-
it back up. I don't think it's a
Hold on,
concentration.
guidance.
Is it concentration?
It's
Well,
Concentration
it's-
up to 1
oh, it
minute.
is okay.
But it's only 1 minute, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 minute.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
I was, yeah. It's a very short period of time, but it's concentration. I'd cast it on Rowan.
Colin,
Great.
it says
Can I
any
go ahead and roll
creature
stealth check?
within 30
Die a
feet
lot.
of you, including you, has the bonus.
Oh, you're correct.
It does say for
My
each
apologies.
creature, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we could.
So
We
the
can
whole
all
group-
go.
We can
So
all
the whole
go.
group. Well, I was gonna say like that's
That
how
was pretty
other people do it. Is
I
that they
do,
roll
all
pass
the
without a
time.
trace, and the
range
entire
area
party
does say
gets
stealth. I guess that's what threw it off.
right. The
Yeah.
range is
Alright.
you're casting it within a range of yourself. But yes, you are able to. Let's see.
Yeah.
So-
I say we all go.
Pete, you've been
Oh,
able to make
yeah.
us stealthy, and we have
Each
not used
creature
that yet.
within 30 feet of you.
I think
So-
he's already cast it on Reborn.
This
it
will
looks like.
this
and
will
I-
only do well. It doesn't
Um,
stop noise from traveling from your big mouths.
That's
But
fair.
we'll stop
Reborn, you still have to stay here.
footsteps and
Is
things.
Reborn frozen at a very awkward look?
Yeah,
Yes, he
anyone
is.
else?
It's probably his PC
Understood.
probably decided to update again for him. I'm gonna take a
He
wild guess.
gone.
See, that's just how well Pass Without a Trace works. That sometimes it just
You
looks
don't
like
even
you're
know he's
standing
here.
still. You don't even know where he's gone.
It's right. That plus 10 stealth right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
He texted me. He said his PC just randomly restarted to he's going to stay out as the lookout, so we can carry on.
What I say.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Um,
he is.
We put some sort of form of tape over his mouth, and we bring him with us. With
I
Pass
don't-
Without
I was
Trace.
gonna say I don't know if he heard that he could get past without a trace with the plus 10.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He did because he also
To be fair,
he read the spell right after I did. He said you and
Yeah.
your companions or whatever.
Oh,
I'm guessing he's just wanting to stay back so we could go ahead and move along while he's restarting.
that's my
Okay.
guess as well. No, I have disadvantage on stealth checks. Will I still have disadvantage?
Yes, but you will
With the
get
plus 10,
a
yeah.
plus 10.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
So
You've not seen my rolls.
okay, so
I
hold on
think-
real quick. Let me pull this back Okay. So, let's everyone roll a stealth check.
Real quick, as we're leaning up against this, I am super cautious of wanting to be as sneaky as possible, and I start to like put my hand against my armor, and in the same way that my armor can transform, right? It can disguise. I can change it into and get those advantage like the armor has.
Yes.
I start to feel almost like a surge of magic as I'm channeling that, and I've completely become invisible, and I'm going to cast invisibility.
Nice.
All right. If he can do that, why don't he just walk in and get? All right.
And I'm like, oh, well, can you guys?
I mean, you're invisible right
I
now.
hear-
So
I hear.
I got
Bob?
35.
35. Okay.
I got
Lord.
18 plus 17.
All right, Pete.
Wait, so you have
So-
a regular plus 7 and then plus another 10.
Yes.
So 18 plus 17.
I forgot that I got to add my dexterity mod. Anyway,
Yeah.
When I'm invisible and I'm rolling for a stealth check, is there any bonus to my stealth? It doesn't actually say it on the spell. So I was just
No. I mean, it might give you advantage being invisible.
I rolled a 17 for my stealth check.
Okay. Because it's not just the stealth check isn't just for visibility, it's also for sound.
Yeah.
So,
so you're saying do I have advantage on the stealth check roll?
Sure. We'll do it this time.
Be a 22 for me.
Okay. Great. That's good for you.
It's very good. It was a 12, but the plus 10.
So mine is 16 plus 31.
Okay. All right. So as you make your way to a little bit closer, you get to a point about 150 feet from the warehouse, and what you see at this point is a couple guards in front of this big warehouse. It's kind of a big 2-story tall warehouse, big wooden structure, not in the best repair, but you see three like big double doors, like big barn doors in front, with wheel tracks that go up to it, and it's kind of a big open area, so you're kind of coming at it from the side. But you see these big barn doors open, and there's some big braziers at either corner of it, with a some sort of guard there. Roll a perception check.
All right.
Couple of you.
Okay. That'd be a
Only got
9
a
for
10.
me.
10 and 9. Okay, so you can't quite make it out from this distance in the dark, but you can tell they're, as most people are in the city, haphazardly dressed, so you can't quite tell if they're what they're wielding or anything. But you do see a couple guards there at the front. You can kind of see as it goes around the back, it gets a little darker. And also there's some tree cover that kind of goes around behind it. You also see with the 3 big barn doors, you see going around the whole top, there are windows like on the second story that obviously are used to let in light during the day when people are there working, and so they're kind of like all the way around the top, as well as the occasional small window on kind of like a first story height. The ones you see now are closer to the front.
Reborn is
So-
waiting to be let into the call, by the way.
Yes.
Perfect.
So you said that there's a warehouse. Is there people outside?
Yeah. So there are 2 people in the front that you can see. They look like some sort of hired mercenaries. You're not exactly sure. But you guys are about 150 feet away. Theoden, if you want to continue on with them, you can roll a stealth check with a +10. You do still have to roll with disadvantage, but you get a +10.
No. I'll wait. I'll wait outside. Just I would probably still end up screwing the whole thing up with the
Okay.
disadvantage.
I
I'll
mean,
just wait as
I mean,
the-
I
mean-
have disadvantage as well.
Jace had
dude.
disadvantage and he got a 22. So
I still got a 22.
all right, I'll roll.
I got a
I'll roll.
35.
To be
Kind of
fair,
a
his
low
minimum is 17.
14 plus 10, and then 16 plus 10, so 14 plus 10, 24.
yeah, absolutely. See, you made it. Perfect. This is about as
Cool.
stealthiest you've ever been, Theoden.
Ever. It's not a nat 1 like the last time we tried this.
Yep. Okay, so you all, Theoden kind of holds up his shield, and he kind of moves a little quieter, and he's like, "Man, I'm like feeling really stealthy tonight." So you guys make your way. Are you gonna try to make your way up to the building itself? You'll have to come through to it from either the sides or the back, because like I said, it's kind of a big thoroughfare where you could tell there's probably like 2 or 3 wagons at a time going back and forth in front of this building to those barn doors. In fact, you see one wagon in front of the barn door on the far left, and that one, there's, like I said, there's a guard there, but that door is slightly open.
There's a balcony kind of up at the top, right? Or is it
There's
just
not
windows?
on the outside, at least. There's just, you just see windows.
How high up are the windows? You said second story, but
It'd be second story, and it'd be at the top of the second story. I mean, this, like I said, maybe even closer to like 2.5 stories tall, because like I said, it's very warehouse-like a structure. So they would probably be 20 feet up, maybe 18, 20 feet.
Are we able to search for any other entrances besides the big front barn door that's cracked?
Yeah. Roll an investigation check. And so as you're circling around this, you're trying to
I'd like
find,
to
or
roll.
perception. Roll a
I'd like to
perception,
with
sorry.
them.
Because right now you're just looking.
Perception.
All of us?
No, just a couple of you.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a natural 20. Plus
Okay.
five.
Okay.
All right, you
He's-
get it.
Yep. He found.
Okay. So you continue around, and you do see on the sides to the front, there's some little windows and kind of down low. But then as you get around to the back, there is some other small windows. But again, these look very small to let in light. However, there is one window that looks like it's kind of like a big double shutter window. And it is on the ground level. And facing the back.
Can I move up to it and look in to see like what's on the other side of it?
Yeah, you can definitely try to. There is a probably 15-foot open space. You don't see, with that perception check, you don't see any guards back here. But there's that open space. So go ahead and roll another stealth check for me.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It's
guys,
still be with pass without a trace.
Guys, I'm gonna move up and try to check this out.
I'm gonna
All
follow
right,
him.
go for it.
Check
So
it out with
that's a 31.
Okay. Yeah.
14
You
plus
You
7.
pretty stealthily you sneak up to this window. Roll a perception check to see if you can see anything into this.
Can I give him a help since I'm there with him?
Yeah.
How do you help him?
50.
He just kind of like, I'm still. He doesn't. You may not know that I'm there. You probably do. I'm invisible. Like, okay, yeah, I'm looking through the window with you. I think I see some stuff that right over there.
Okay.
I got a 15.
You got a 15?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, you're kind of moving through the trees and you kind of move forward into this area. And you peek in the window and you see, let's see, but you're an elf and Rowan's a half elf. So, with your limited dark vision, you can see, not in color, but you can see kind of the outlines of a desk and a door that is shut. It looks like some sort of office. There's kind of a
Does anybody
chair.
appear to be in there?
No, it's dark. There's not anybody in there, but it's got a chair kind of between the window and the desk, and then it's got a you can just make out maybe another piece of furniture. But like I said, it's very like, you know, shades of gray. Hard to see what's in there. So.
Can I try to open the window?
You try to open the window.
I'd like to investigate it with traps.
Okay. Roll investigation check.
This is where I'm gonna do bad. Yeah, 5.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be trapped.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to open it.
Okay. It is locked. But it doesn't seem. Yeah, you can try to do it. This will be a dexterity check.
And Monk thinks he's a rogue as well.
I have some thieves' tools.
Sure.
Are you
I'm
proficient
not
with?
proficient with thieves' tools.
That's okay. You can still use them, or Rowan could try.
I am,
I
but I don't know
rolled
how to
this-
roll for that.
It's
I rolled
dexterity.
A, 11 with dexterity.
Okay.
7 plus 4.
Okay. So, pretty easily. Did you want to help him, or were you gonna try as well, Austin?
Yeah, no, I can help him.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 15.
Okay. Pretty easily, you reach in with the thieves' tools, even though you're not skilled with them. You hear Rowan say, "Okay, turn it to the left, right there, lift up," and you get in, and it's a pretty simple latch mechanism. Not the simplest you've seen, but it wasn't. You were pretty easily got it, and you hear the hook come off, and it kind of swings out just a little bit, and you're able to pull it open all the way.
I'm gonna look back and motion for everybody else to move up with us.
Okay. Everybody else moving up towards him?
Yep.
Okay.
Creeping up there.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Quietly.
sneak in.
Okay, roll an athletics check.
Athletics. I can't
Yeah.
gracefully hop
Can I
in
can I
there.
flip it?
I'll give you acrobatics, Rowan.
Should have made him do athletics.
Well, he's also trying to do it
Glad
kind
you
of
told me to
stealthily.
do that. So 13.
Okay, you're able to get in, and you almost trip over the chair, but you're able to like catch yourself, and then you very quietly kind of pick it up and scoot it in all the way to the desk, so that
Nice
way there's
window,
enough
I break 'em.
space. And this window is like I said, it was a big double shutter window. All of you would be able to fit through it. But I will have you each roll an athletics or acrobatics check in order to.
I think once
Climb
I'm
in the
in,
window.
probably like as they're coming up to it, they probably feel a hand on them helping them.
Okay, sure.
That was about it.
And
So everyone roll
I
it
was
with
gonna say,
advantage then.
Let's help them in. I was gonna stand outside
Alright.
and kind of help.
Athletics or acrobatics, and you have advantage.
26 for athletics.
All right, so Theoden reaches the windowsill, and it's comes up.
15.
It actually comes up to kind of middle of your torso here because you're a little short, but you stick your hands on it, and it's like definitely sticking your fingertips on it. It's not you're not slamming your gauntleted fists onto the wood, and you pull yourself in and like land there gracefully in this office. Okay. So what you see now, roll a perception check, 2 of you.
I think there's only 2 of us in there, right?
Does
I
anyone
rolled a 15.
does anyone not
Second.
Jace, you do not have dark vision, so
do
yours
not.
would be with disadvantage.
17.
Am I running
Okay.
what? Perception?
Yeah.
I think that's 17. Yes, it's the 17 plus 0.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Okay, awesome. Well, you still are able to manage to just barely make it out by some of the moonlight there. There's the desk that you all have kind of crowded it in behind, and you're kind of spreading out a little bit. You see there is, to your left, in the corner, there is a chest with a lock on it. And then you see over on the right side, there is a cabinet. And then on the desk, you do see there are some drawers and some papers spread out on it as well.
I'll say.
And then there's a door across from the desk, or across from the window.
I motion to Rowan about the lock on the chest. I'm gonna move towards the door, just kind of like, getting ready for anything coming in that way.
Pete, I'm gonna need your tiny fingers to help me with this.
As I kind of look around, since I don't have dark vision, I should be hyper aware of any kind of light. Do I see any kind of glow coming from rooms or any directions?
You do see a glow coming from under the door. Roll another perception check.
That will be a 26.
Okay. You see a glow coming from under the door. And it looks like it's the kind of flickering orange light of another brazier. Maybe like one that is lit inside the warehouse proper. And then very faintly, you see a glow coming from the cupboard.
All right, I walk toward the cupboard.
Should we check the chest for traps? Oh, sorry. Monk, should we? You want to check the chest?
I mean, are you going to check? Okay, so who's doing what?
I'm moving to the door to just take up a defensive posture in case somebody comes in on us.
Pete and I are going towards the chest.
I say, I think I see something coming from the cupboard, and I start to ease in that direction.
Okay, do you
I'll give a
all
help action for investigating the trap.
on the chest or the cupboard?
The cupboard, since Pete's coming with the chest. So Pete
I-
knows that.
Maybe Pete and I are just rolling now for to open the chest, to unlock the.
To unlock the chest?
Did you not want to check it for traps?
We live dangerously here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna open it.
You're going to open it? Okay.
Oh gosh.
So, are you guys doing this like at the same time, or what are you doing?
I'd say, yeah.
Like,
I'd
you're
say
kinda
come
going
around
over
the
here?
glow. I
That's
had to.
never
Alright.
a good question. That's
So,
never a good question.
Jace, you go to try to open the cupboard, and Lee, you're going to help him, right?
Yes.
I
Okay.
kind of inspect it. I can't see great, so I'm kind of feeling around to
Okay.
make sure I don't feel.
So you guys roll an investigation check, and Rowan, you guys are going to try to open it.
20.
Can I try to unlock it?
Nat 6.
I got a nat 20 on that investigation,
I'll
so
ask
21.
Nice.
Do you think that there's any sort of trap here? Or should we just try to open it?
Why would anyone trap their chest?
Yeah.
So Jace and Lee, you find it. There's a simple lock, even simpler than the window on here, but it's still something. I think with that natural 20, the two of you are easily able to like, tink, and you open the door. You guys, Rowan, you guys are trying to unlock the chest.
Yep.
Okay, roll for that.
And he's giving me a help action for that.
Okay.
Getting my fingers all in.
Okay. That's a 14 for the first one.
Okay. As you,
20.
Jace,
Only
are
one of you two.
Jace, are opening, you guys together get the lock on the cupboard, and it slowly opens, and there's this shine that comes out with this faint blue light. As that happens, Rowan and Pete are are over in front of the chest. The chest opens its mouth.
You brought this on yourself
And
by talking about it earlier.
Tongue-like thing whips out and hits Rowan in the chest. I need you to roll for initiative.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
As this happens, do I get to see what the glow was? Like, can I tell it's the artifact?
Roll a.
I can't do any sort of like sneaky thing, being invisible and pass without trace.
I mean, you're there doing this. Here's the thing. Okay, I'll roll, and if it's going to be you or Pete. I realize you're invisible. However, you also have hands on this chest,
That's true.
so you're kind of right there.
Colin, I gave you an opportunity to convince me to roll an
Alright, what am I
investigation
rolling?
on this chest.
Initiative.
No, I'm rolling about the orb or the artifact.
So
Oh, sorry.
I'm just as
Roll a
at fault as
perception.
you are.
So you gave me an opportunity to convince you
We have
otherwise.
14.
However, Pete, as a halfling that doesn't really steal things, wouldn't think that there would be traps. You, as the kind of skeevy person that you were, I figured would have been able to convince yourself.
That'd be a 14 on that perception roll.
Okay, you do
I
see a kind of round shape, or it's not. You don't see a round shape. You see a box that looks like it has the glow coming from under the lid, like sitting inside the cabinet.
Could I grab it and throw it in my cloak?
Well, that. Where
Chewy
is
there.
Chewy?
Yeah, Chewy. What?
He would
when
probably
that
be in your
happened, I would
cloak
put
at this
Chewy-
point.
Yeah. All right.
So,
And
Fair
I
enough.
did ask Lee to help us check for traps, and he went to the cupboard. So I thought,
Well, you
I
already
blame
had two
no
people
one
there.
but you.
How is I was gonna say how is
No one
how
else.
is Roland literally saying it's like Thurden has his back to us. He's the fault for the trap.
yeah,
so
yeah, it probably attacks him.
oh, hold on.
All right. And I guess as I kind of open this, I catch that glance and I hear everything going on. So I turn around. What is happening? And then I see what's
Okay.
happening.
Rolled a
And
20
I'll roll
for
for
my
initiative.
Initiative.
I had a
11.
13.
Okay.
23.
So,
23.
Freaking Rowan every time.
guys, let me just say, I'm really excited you went for the chest first.
Almost had the artifact.
He was literally. Did you see how
He's
he like
like,
slowed down when he explained the chest? He's like, guys, you come in and you see all the shades of gray, but there's a chest with a lock on
I
it.
said there
And
was
then
a.
there's
I said there was a
and then
cupboard
there's
too.
a door.
Yeah. I just came in. I'm like, I figure my dude's blind. I should see a glowing orb or a glowing
Right.
light coming from somewhere.
I mean, technically,
All right.
we're not like blind. We would see the light too, just as well.
Yeah, you guys
Rowan's
probably would see it.
overexcited
I would
for
see it
possibly
more, 'cause, like,
Finding,
I would see-
finding a gun inside of the chest.
Understandable.
Hey, that's true. If you'd found a goon, I would
Okay.
have been proud of you.
Yeah, Rowan's got
So,
no control because he still can't see whose fault it
let's
is.
see.
Got him.
I think because Rowan is invisible and doesn't want to take the initiative to actually claim that he opened the chest on his own volition, he should get like a -20 to his initiative roll then, right?
So it could be at a 3. And it still beats Thurden.
Ooh, okay,
no,
so
I have a 13.
Rowan. So the mimic rolled a 19 on his pseudopod attack.
I've hit you.
This was a surprise round, so he gets. He is going to do.
And he for sure hits me, is what you're saying.
He for sure hits you.
No doubt.
Hold on, I gotta see what this is. One.
Rowan's dead.
So you take. I rolled really low on the dice, so you only take 4
Oh.
points of bludgeoning damage. However, you are immediately grappled by this. There is this sticky, adhesive, like substance as this tongue comes out and just wraps around you and starts to pull you towards it. You can, let's see. You can. Okay. Excuse me. I'm trying to read this. This is something I haven't done before. So you're grappled. However, you can try to escape it with a. Well, no. You know what? On the surprise round, you don't get to escape it. On your turn, you will get to try to use an action to escape the grapple. So. Okay. Also, we need some proper combat music.
Now
Is it
grappling.
on Owlbear?
Grappling only. keeps you
Yes.
from
Let me get
moving, correct?
Owlbear pulled up.
Grappling
what
is
was-
only what?
Grapple.
Grappling
Yes, it only keeps him from moving. He can
engage
still attack. He can still
Yeah.
do things like that. He was
him. I
just
just want to make sure I
yeah.
was looking at the right stuff.
You said I can
Okay.
still attack while grappled?
Yes.
Yeah, you can still track him. You just can't move away from him. He holds you in place.
Yeah, so it's like this tongue-like thing comes out and wraps around your waist.
I think it's what restrained means you can't.
Restrained
can't do
means you
anything,
have
right?
disadvantage on attacks.
That's
Paralyzed means you can't do anything.
Oh,
so.
Lord, I'm knocking my headset off. Gotcha.
Okay. Actually, everyone close out of Owlbear for a second. I think I need to fix
Broke it?
something.
Gotcha.
Get out of here, Owlbear.
Okay, and I will let me start
I'm
this
I'm
music.
just looking at my next character since we're all about to die here.
I'll start the music so that you get nice and hyped up.
Rogue or Ranger, guys.
Okay, so you guys are all out. Pete, get out of.
I was just gonna
Rogue.
refresh.
No, I need you to get out of it.
No, he's
I have to
open
fix
stuff up
something.
against you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
The DM just said Pete got out of there, so that's all I'm saying.
Pete, get out of there.
Escaped.
I'm just happy that he's grappled, so maybe I can actually do something before him.
I can still attack.
Well, he can still attack and stuff.
I know, but hopefully he'll miss.
No, he doesn't have disadvantage or anything.
He still might miss.
Oh, well, he would have missed anyway then.
True. What was I gonna say? Oh, every
Come
time
on.
we roll initiative, you always roll
One higher than
barely
you?
over me.
Yeah.
Every time.
Well, is your initiative +4?
Yeah, it's just one less than yours.
Yeah.
Mine's plus, no, mine's
It's
+4
actually
as
pretty
well.
beneficial for me to
Oh,
roll
this is +4,
toward the end.
Yeah, it could be worse, Noah. You could roll 3 8s in a row.
That's true.
This dice is about to go to dice jail for like
Yeah,
who knows how long.
this dice has yet to roll under 10 for me. No, I take that back. It's rolling. And the investigation and
going
perception
on?
has rolled a couple low
I'm
ones.
using the big boy tonight.
But, and all the ones that matter, this itty bitty
Alright.
dice.
The itty bitty tiny thing. That
Yeah.
usually actually rolls really good for me too.
Let me try out this itty bitty here.
That's why. Okay.
So,
Can't use that
Nope.
one.
Nope.
I like this one. It's never rolled under 10 for me.
The little
I mean,
one.
it's a D100, but that's not the point.
so Rowan, the dice you got me, I had 2 sets of dice before, or Rowan.
I was like, I gotta get you
There it is. Michael, not it.
What?
So I have 2 sets of dice before you got me a set
Yeah.
that were blue and clear. Yours were like
No.
the perfect combination of the two. It looks like they got mixed
That's
together.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That's perfect.
Why is it not showing it? Oh my gosh. My fog tool, I feel like, isn't working. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I know what's going on.
Hold on to your horses, and horses hold on to your hats. He knows what's going on.
I think I know what's going on.
I'm looking at right now. No.
Or are we all just going?
Um.
Why exactly is this happening?
That's exactly what happened. I don't know what's going on.
There we go.
Hold on.
I know. I just have to get closer, but I have my desk raised, and so I'm not actually tall enough to get to the camera.
Right.
See, I'm standing. I can jump if I want to. I don't really want to.
Oh, on the stream,
Your
I'm not
shirt
underneath.
looks like it absorbs all color. Like it looks like it's just a pit of despair.
Mine or Austin's?
Both of y'all's actually.
Yeah.
Yours, you can see a little bit of light on the side. His is just like pitch black, like it's nothingness.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have a
It's
kind of
fight
light
time.
here. My lighting's not exactly set up for when I'm standing, but it works okay.
Seems Jace is having an issue with his eyes. That's
Okay.
what the lack of
No, it's
dark
okay.
vision
I
does
got it.
for you.
Dude, I'm blind.
It's fine. It's good enough. Okay. So, you may now get back into Albert.
Same thing.
Yep, same one. Goodness.
What kind of a crazy person keeps a mimic in their office? What sort of mimic? How did this mimic get in here? I would find it hard to believe that they're friends.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know.
I don't know. You're right. I'm just speculating.
Complex.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to figure it out.
All right, so you enter in,
Who's trying to be quiet?
Kill it.
and you've got Rowan right here. Let's see.
I was gonna say I can turn this down.
It's a little too small, but it's okay.
I zoomed way in. For
Honestly,
Yeah,
that's what
I'm zooming away in too so that you can see it better.
I'm
Okay,
not
so
streaming right now,
Theoden
but I'm
is
gonna-
by the door.
Yeah, I'm just yep. Oh, good lord. Yeah, that's me. I'm taking up the whole door frame.
Pete is here as well. Lee and Jace are over here.
I just have to say, this chair is gigantic to me.
Oh, I'm gonna crush this thing.
You're gonna
Okay.
smash the chair first, aren't you?
All right, so
Found his enemy.
Rowan is he is grappled. Okay, so as you all hear just a little bit of a commotion, you turn and look, and there is a tongue protruding from this open-jawed mouth that is wrapped around Rowan's waist, and he is grappled by this thing in the corner. Okay, so it got a surprise round. Now we are at top of the initiative order. So, we have let's see. What were your initiatives? I haven't got that yet.
11.
13.
Sorry, what was yours, Theoden?
13.
13 and 11 for Jace. Okay.
Yep.
Pete.
23.
11 for me as well.
23,
Yeah,
24.
I think yours was 23.
23 for Rowan. And Lee, what was yours?
20.
20. Okay.
He's disappointed about
He
it.
was so
Disappointed he
excited
didn't
when
get
he
to
got
go
the
first.
20, and then like 5 seconds later you go 23. He's like,
Okay.
golly.
So, Rowan, you're in luck. You get to go first. So, you can expend your action to try to get out of this. However, it is a dexterity roll to get out of it. I think. Let me see this actually.
That grapple was
No, it's strength. Just kidding. It's strength, and you have disadvantage. I mean, you don't have to. You can just try to attack it.
Yep. I think I'm just gonna go. Just try to attack it. So I am going to bonus action hex the creature.
Ooh,
First.
okay. So, hold on. Let me get my. Where did it go? If I even have it here. Well,
Do I roll against its strength check, or do I just have to beat something?
there's a DC. But you do hex it, so there's that.
D&D Beyond, they say for escaping or grapple, you can do athletics or acrobatics. But you're the DM, so you can.
It's true.
It's different.
He still has disadvantage on it. But what were you rolling to attack it?
Oh, sorry. I hexed it, and I'll just say strength, I guess, for its disadvantage on ability checks. With
Okay.
chosen ability, it'd be strength. And then I'm going to go ahead and attack it with my short sword.
Okay.
Come on. 14.
Okay, 14 hits.
Yes.
I mean,
so-
it's in the shape of a chest. It's not really moving that much.
Yeah. Okay, so I will do 1d6 plus 1d6 for hex, and then I will also do a defensive flourish on it, which is I roll bardic inspiration die, which is a d8. So 2d6 and a d8 for what's a d8 look like?
I thought the D8 for defensive flourish, was that still do damage?
Yep.
That's right.
If a weapon attack hits, you expend one use of your bardic inspiration and deal extra damage equal to the number you roll on the dice. You also add a number to your AC until the start of your next turn.
Awesome.
Did you say a weapon attack?
That's my sword.
Oh, I thought you said if a weapon attack hits you.
Oh, no, he's hitting.
Okay, so 8 plus 5 plus, that is, I'm terrible at math, guys. 13 plus 2, 15 plus,
Hex.
I've already done hex, plus 4, so 19 damage.
Nice.
My AC is now 24.
Okay. So you take out your sword and you're like, ugh. And you like stab down into it, this open maw that's facing you. And it goes, ah, kind of like it's weird because it's like this big mouth, but it's like the tongue is like wrapped around you. And you stab down into the soft part of it, and you get a good chunk of it there, but it's still holding on pretty tight to you. But you now have that. So okay. So you're there, and it is now Lee's turn. It also kind of makes a kind of like like the open mouth, but like my tongue is being held scream as it happens.
Dang it. Alright, I'm gonna do a strike on it with my rapier. And that is going to be a 15.
Okay, 15 hits.
And I'm going to do.
You're gonna
Spend a
strike
key
it from
point.
10 feet away.
I'm gonna move up to it. Sorry.
Okay.
Impressive.
Jace.
I'm gonna move up.
Oh,
to
not
it.
Jace, sorry.
Still have more movement speed than Colin.
Yeah, you always will.
And then I'm going to do expend 1 key point to do a stunning strike.
Okay.
So it needs to roll a Constitution saving throw. With a save of a DC of 13. And if it fails, it's stunned for until its next turn.
Okay. You said 13?
Yes.
Okay. It fails. So you you hit it and it goes like as it it was kind of like screaming in pain. It kind of and just kind of stops making noise for a second, and you can kind of hear it kind of like a low like gurgling sound, like it's like kind of thing, and it appears to be stunned.
I do 11 damage to it.
Okay.
I'm then going to make another attack with my rapier. And that is going to be a 16.
16 hits.
That is 6 plus 4. That's 10.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do an unarmed strike. And that is going to be...
Is that with a key point?
No,
Because you've already made 2 attacks.
Yeah, with my bonus action, I can do a unarmed.
Okay. Are you doing flurry blows? Or just unarmed?
Just unarmed. Yeah, as long as I make it, if I take... when I take an attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon, I can make 1 unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay. But you have made 2 attacks. So
yeah, I have 2 attacks now.
Let's see.
Because of his level up.
Yeah,
Okay,
I have
okay,
2
yes,
attacks
yes,
per
yes.
turn, plus I can do my bonus action attack.
Okay. Attacks per action 2. Check. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go for it.
So that is another 25.
To hit.
Yeah. And it's going to be 1d6 because I leveled up. I do 1d6 instead of 1d4 now. And that is going to be 7 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. And I mean, you see these sword strikes and stuff, and I mean it's starting to, bleed its own blood. So exactly. All right, so that comes to the end of your turn. So it is now. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so Theoden, make a perception check with disadvantage.
17 and 16. 16.
Okay. As this starts to happen behind you, and you hear the creature kind of scream out in pain as Rowan stabs it, you think you hear something. Just something out there in the warehouse proper. It is now your turn.
So I have a question. If I hold my action, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Does that hold both attacks?
No.
Because
would
it's
be-
attacks per
It
action.
would be, well, it's attacks per action. However, when you hold it, it's basically holding one attack or one like. No, it'd be two attacks. Two attacks, yeah. But you can't. But it wouldn't be anything else. And also, what are you holding it for?
In case anything comes to that door.
Okay, so you're saying if the door opens, you're going to hit it.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a weapon. You're gonna make a weapon attack. So. Perfect. So, that's your turn. Anything on a
Yeah.
bonus action you want to do?
No. All my bonus actions are not worth me to burn.
Okay.
Spell.
Because if you have a spell that's a bonus action to do with an attack, you will not be able to do it on your held turn.
Right, you.
So.
Got you.
Okay. So it is now Jace's turn.
All right. Does it still have a hold of Rowan?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna cast command, and it has to make a. When I'm gonna cast command, I'm just gonna yell drop, and he has to wisdom saving throw, 15.
It's a natural 15. So.
Sorry, bud. I tried. All right. The bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my so faithful spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I'll just spot it in as close as I can, probably on the other side of Pete, and an attack.
You said on Pete. So Lee's there presently. Honestly, it'd be hard pressed for you to get it there to him because everyone's in the way at the moment.
Can I spawn it directly on top of him? Like it's an aerial weapon, right? So I could try to drop it in right on top of it.
Yeah, but while it is a spectral weapon, typically it's not something that like occupies a space with another creature. Let me see.
Fair enough.
Sorry, give me 1 second, guys.
No problem.
You know what? I'll say that you could. What'd you say?
I said if Scrit comes running through the door, don't kill him.
Oh no, he's gonna die. I'm holding for any. If this door opens, I'm literally going to crush it.
I'll say you
twice.
can cast it over his head, over the mimic's head.
All right, then that's what I'll do. Is I'll try to drop it straight down.
Okay, yeah. So it'll be like right there. Okay, so roll for an attack.
Okay. It'll be 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Oh, nice. 12 damage.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so you see this spectral glowing sword now light up their office with this brilliant spiritual light that stabs down into the creature, and you hear this kind of searing, and it kind of makes that little sound again. Okay.
That'd be it for me.
Okay. Pete, it is your turn.
I'm gonna draw my sword, and as I draw, do like an upper slice aimed at the tongue to try to release.
All right. Perfect.
It's a scimitar.
Come
right?
on. Yes,
Yep.
it is. What an interesting roll. 12.
12 just hits.
Thank goodness. This thing is. This dice has
It's, you
betrayed
know,
me
it's-
all evening.
It's a natural. It's natural armor. It's not. It can't move very much.
8 damage.
Okay. So you slice it with your sword, and it. You see like a corner of this what you thought was a wooden chest, kind of slump off at it, and it kind of like drops to the ground in this kind of like writhing. It would be like if wood were flesh, and it's kind of like, writhing on the floor there.
Seth, of all your descriptors, I dislike that one the most.
I feel like the wood was flesh.
It looks like wood, but it's flesh. Okay. It is. So Pete, you just went. Okay, so then. Okay, so hold on. Let me look at something real fast.
Noah, you stunned it, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now it is the mimic's turn. It is stunned, so now it wakes up at the end of its turn. It is no longer stunned. So. But now it's top of the round, which is Rowan's turn.
I'm gonna stab it again.
All right.
So short sword. That would be a 24.
That hits.
I'm not gonna go with my defensive flourish this time. I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, dang it! I only did 7 damage.
Okay. So you take your sword and you take a big chunk off the tongue, but it's still holding on to you at the moment.
So then I hit him with my other sword.
Okay.
So you don't want to use an action to try to escape?
No.
Okay.
20.
Escape is for the weak.
Not natural.
That hits.
That is 11 plus 3, 14 damage.
Okay. So it's looking, it's starting to bleed quite a bit from its open mouth as its tongue is still wrapped around you, trying to squeeze you and pull you towards it. You're kind of fighting it off, and you're like, "Ugh, ugh." And it's starting to lose. It's starting to look pretty rough. All right. So at this point, Theoden, make another perception check.
With disadvantage again?
No, with just straight roll.
16 plus. I don't think I have anything in perception. No.
Okay.
16.
You're pretty sure you're hearing some like hurried footsteps at this point.
Okay, I'm still just on guard.
Okay. So you're holding your action again to
Yep.
swing. Cool.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do really to go back behind there. They're all crowded around it. I just
Okay.
look over my shoulder and see that there's really no room for a giant metal-clad dwarf to come bust.
Sure.
So I watch our flank.
Okay. So you, Jace, it's your turn now.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Lee's turn.
Oh, excuse me,
Oh,
Lee.
yeah,
It is your
still
turn.
Coming to me. Yeah.
Seeing that they pretty much have this, it's looking pretty weak.
Yeah.
The mimic.
I think that's what he said.
Right?
Uh huh.
I think so.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move over towards Theoden, and then hold my action too.
You're not going to kill it? Let it-
So you're gonna try to go stand next to Theoden.
Yeah,
Okay. It does get an attack of opportunity on you.
I will spend my bonus action.
Okay.
No, you know what? No, it's not worth the key point. I'll take the attack.
Okay. That is a 19.
19 hits.
Okay.
You could have used one action to just kill it, and then
That is 11 points of damage.
Okay.
As it pseudopod kind of slides to the left in its mouth, and it goes and takes a bite out of Lee as he jumps back.
I'm gonna use my ring to reduce that by half.
Okay.
So I need to mark off a use, and then I'll just hold my 2 attack actions until somebody opens the door.
Okay. So you're gonna come stand here, ready to make an attack. Okay. Now it is Jace's turn.
kill it.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and look at it, and I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Get a wisdom saving throw of 15.
I'm curious.
That is a fail.
All right. So it takes 2d12.
Okay.
Remember what a d12 looks like. That would be 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm immediately going to attack again with the spiritual weapon.
All right. Roll for an attack.
That would be terrible at math. 25. Not
Okay.
natural.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Not natural.
I have a +7 to hit.
On your spells. Goodness gracious. I made you too
I
powerful.
was gonna say, how do you have a +7 to hit?
I have
On my spiritual weapon, yeah.
I do too.
No, I mean your spells. That's
Yeah,
different.
yes,
That's why I get you guys have decks. I'm asking about.
And I
what
hit
he
him for
does with
10.
Wisdom.
Okay. I like how you rolled it there. I appreciate that. All right, so
Yeah.
your spiritual weapon goes and it carves a burning streak through it, and it looks really rough at the moment. Pete, it is your turn.
I did my uppercut. I'm gonna do a down cut.
Okay.
Down cut.
If
Ah,
it doesn't
just-
die, oh my gosh. No.
If I could roll better than 2s and 8s this whole night, that'd be great.
Okay, so you go to swing at it, and it shifts just slightly. Moreover, it actually uses its pseudopod to like push Rowan into you just a little bit, and so you actually miss as you go through. Okay, that's your turn.
That's it.
Okay. So now, Theoden, you hear a thump, 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 and the door opens.
Immediately, I just swing.
And there is a well, you know what? Roll a intelligence check.
Oh,
Oh my.
Great.
This is not his strong suit.
It's not like
6.
okay, you have no idea what this creature is.
And that's why I'm gonna hit it twice.
But it's a humanoid, and it's sitting there. It's ugly looking, and it's sitting there holding a big morning star in its hand.
Yep,
Okay,
I'm
so
just
you're gonna
gonna-
hit
I'm
it.
just gonna strike
Roll for an
twice.
attack.
26.
26
19
hits.
plus 7.
Roll for your second attack.
19.
19 also hits.
Okay. And that is 1d8 plus 4. It's 9, and of course, you know what I'm gonna do. I mean, come on, guys.
Mm-hmm. You got to say it though.
Divine Smite. I'm actually going to use.
That didn't sound like 8.
That didn't sound like these at all. Let me make sure. I haven't Divine Smited in a while. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use a second level spell slot for it, which means I get
Extra damage.
an extra D8, so it'll be 3 D8 add to it.
Nice.
9 plus 2 is 11.
With
Plus
that
3
damage,
is 14.
3 rounds ago, we probably could have been out the window already.
18 damage to it on the first one.
You said 18?
18.
Yeah, that definitely hits it
That
pretty
was
hard.
damage. That was damage.
Yeah.
And then my second is 11. I'm not going to divide smite on the second one. It's just an 11.
Okay, so so the door opens and this humanoid is there. Lee, you're there too. Roll an intelligence check.
Oh no.
Please
That
be
is
scrit.
natural 4.
Okay, you're really not sure what kind of creature this is either.
Neither of us have any idea.
But
does it look like somebody
Theoden-
ran in holding a mirror and I just am seeing Theoden's reflection?
Unfortunately worse. So you
Pretty bad.
hit you see Theoden just bam, and it's this hammer swings with the divine energy, and it just this radiant flash as he hits it, and then he comes in for another one and hits it, and it just and it gets knocked back. And it just collapses on the ground there in the doorway. And so the door is now open. And
Do I see
so
anything beyond him after I knock him down?
roll a perception check.
14.
Okay. You don't see anything, but you still hear footsteps.
Good.
Okay. Lee, your held action unfortunately has no target. So
Sorry, Lee. I didn't think I was going to kill it in one round of 2
Can
shots.
I go ahead and use my action and just pull out my bow and take a shot at the mimic?
No, I'd say because you're holding your action to make a melee attack against whatever came through the door. So okay, so the mimic is going to finally
still
get an
alive.
attack. It is going to try to bite down on its currently held victim.
I think they're leaving it alive because they've all asked you to try to use your action to get away from it yourself, and you refuse to. So they refuse to kill it until it kills you.
Okay, I'm pretty sure.
I attacked it constantly. It was just like, kill it first. Kill
So
it. Please kill
let's
it.
see. What's your AC right now, Rowan?
It's back down to 16 because I thought we were all gonna
Okay, well,
He bet on it, but
it's
he killed
it's still rolled a 24. So, so it hits. Okay, you take 6 points of piercing damage as it bites down on you. I mean, it's not the most, deadly
I'm
of
pretty sure
foes.
you rolled low.
I did roll a little low, but not
Yeah, I
terribly
did,
low.
11 points of damage to me.
Yeah, that was max damage. So, okay, Rowan, it is your turn now.
Stab it.
Okay,
Try to
stab it.
finish this thing off.
Sure you don't want to hold your action until somebody gets to the door?
I've seen how helpful that was this past year.
Hey, I held it for 2 rounds to be able to
Yep.
smash that guy, okay?
Natural 1.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, so you swing at it with your first weapon, and it bites you and it clatters along the teeth. You don't feel like it got a good purchase on that.
So I'm going to roll for my second attack. That would be a 19 plus
That hits.
25. Great. That's a 1d. I keep forgetting which one the d8 is.
You've got like 6 dice.
D8 and
Set them in a line in increments.
11.
Mine are literally like in a bundle.
11
Dude,
points
I
of
do that
damage?
over the night.
Yep.
How do you want to do this?
I think just right into the mouth that just bit me and just with the rapier. And
He's
twist,
just like,
turn,
you see Rowan, and he's just like, stab, stab, stab. As he finally, you hear,
It's dead, man.
and then
Die,
it's not
box.
moving, and the tongue, the pseudopod, just kind of flops off of him,
Pulls out.
lands on the floor, leaves in a sticky viscous around him.
And I use all of my leftover movement to try to get the stickiness off of me.
It just gets all over your hands, and
Oh yes, it gets worse.
And I'm
It's-
wiping it on Pete.
I'm gonna set you on fire.
I'll be honest with you. Had you not killed it there, when it came to my turn, I was just gonna turn around and throw my hand axe at it to try to finish it off.
All right, Lee, it is your turn now.
Do I get a better look at this person now that they're unconscious on the ground?
I mean, you could try to make another intelligence check.
So you got pretty good
Is
one when
it-
he was
is
up in her
that-
face.
Do I have to spend an action for that, or can I just roll one?
You can just roll one.
Okay. I'm using
No-
the small dice for this. Bring out the big guns.
I love how everybody's small dice rolls better than any
That's
of
a 4.
You still have no clue, and then,
It's
and
getting
you're a little
worse.
distracted by the fact that you don't know what kind of
Oh,
creature this
no.
is.
Oh,
So-
step out. Do I see anything else outside?
You do step out and you see. Let me get this here. You now see the warehouse mostly in full. And you see coming towards you, almost within range, but they were coming from the front. You see what looks like this large barbarian type woman that is coming at you, and she has a great axe in her hand.
A mini boss.
And then you also see you also see what looks like a the armor is not very nice, but it is some sort of knight in plate armor. And they are about 30 feet from you.
Okay.
It's just those two.
But he can
You imagine that the door from the front and the bottom is open more, and you imagine they both rushed in
Okay.
upon hearing
I'm
this
going
scream.
to, go ahead and move towards him. Before I do that, I'm gonna look up back at there and say, 2 more, and I'm gonna run that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna go towards the Goliath.
Okay. So 15, 30. Okay. 30 feet gets you right there, or do you want to be closer to both?
No, I'm good right there.
Okay.
You're in.
I'm going to make a rapier attack against her,
Okay.
and that is going to be a 16.
That hits.
Okay. And I'm gonna do spend another key point and do the stunning strike.
Okay.
So the DC for that is a 13 Constitution saving throw.
That would be a natural 20.
Dang it. That's only 5 points of damage.
Okay. Ooh, not 50. 5. All right.
So it says when I make a melee weapon attack, I can expend 1 key point.
Yes.
It does not say that there's a limit to how many times I can do that per.
You can spend another key point and do it again if you want.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess I need to see if I hit.
You do have to hit first.
That is going to be 16 plus 7. I
That
think
hits.
That is another 5 points of damage.
5 points?
The
Okay.
lowest I can get.
And you said what was the DC?
13. Constitution.
Okay. That is a 12. I'm rolling really low today, guys.
Yeah.
So you hit her again, and she kind of gets stunned as you basically meet halfway. She's running towards you, and you dart out really quickly, and she's a little stunned to see someone coming out, other than the fact that she did just see her friend get just smote down in front of the door there, because this lithe, quick elf just comes out and just and just and she's stunned there for a second.
When she's stunned, do I have advantage on attacks?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna expend another key point. I'll have one left. This is risky business.
Okay.
Well, after this,
Well, hold
I'm
on.
gonna
When
do
you
flurry
stun
of
them,
blows.
does hitting them break the stun?
It just said it just says they are stunned.
Until the beginning of their next round?
Till the
Or-
Or
beginning
be
of his next
stunned
round.
until the end of their next turn.
Let's see.
It's actually the end of your next turn. You using stunning
Oh yeah,
strike,
the end
right?
of my next turn. They're
Yeah.
stunned until the end of my. Oh, that's extra nice.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yeah. No, I definitely knew
see-
he gets advantage. I was trying to see if being stunned, but no, it does not. So, go for it.
So it drops its weapons and falls prone too.
No.
Oh no, I was looking at unconscious. Sorry,
Yeah.
incapacity.
We're getting ahead of
Yeah.
ourselves. We'll get that in a second.
Okay,
Hold on a second. Roll your damage.
okay. Well, I
They
need
might
a
be still
attack.
attack. It doesn't say that it can't attack. It just can't move.
So that's
Oh,
22
incapacitated. Sorry.
and 18.
Oh,
It says it's incapacitated, so it
yeah,
can't
yeah,
take any actions
actions
or reactions.
Yeah.
What is that
Stun
now?
is super strong.
Oh.
Stunned, yeah.
Can't move and can
The
speak.
DC is really low too. It's only
Yeah, I was gonna say, essentially what it is you just negate his turn this round. I got a question. So when you're finding your DC for stuff, because we haven't fixed the boots yet, it's what number plus my modifier?
I think it's your modifier. Okay, yeah, never mind.
It's 8 plus the modifier, right? For
That
for a,
sounds
for
right.
a, for a DC, is that right? This one?
Typically, yeah. I
And
know mine's
then-
8 plus something.
And then plus your proficiency if you're proficient with whatever it is. Typically, at least I thought it was. It's a proficiency.
Oh, let me ask him, because if that's the case, I can still squeeze out a 17 or a 7.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
I got a quick question. When
Go for
I'm
it.
finding like a DC of something, because we still haven't changed the note on the
It is
boots.
changed, by the way.
Oh, it is still showing up as the DC caster strength, and it's not giving me on the thing DC for it. It's 8 plus my modifier, right?
No. It's 10 plus your modifier.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So it's
okay.
10 plus your strength modifier, which is 4.
Yeah. Mhm, mhm.
So So it's 14.
Okay. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So I
Not
got
your
20 above. I got like a 22 and a 20.
Yeah. You hit with both.
So that's going to be 9 and 6. So 15 points total.
Fantastic. 15. Okay. All right. So you, like I said, you rush out and you're boof, 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 and it's stunned and you're hitting it. Okay. That's your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with that, it would be the knight sees you and basically just steps up and takes a swing at you with a big great sword that it has in its hand.
Ooh.
That is a 19.
That's going to hit.
Okay. And so it is going to do...
Oh, he forgot to tell you about his extra monk ability. If you roll anything
Um,
above a 15, your weapon breaks on him.
yes.
Go ahead
That's
and
going to
shatter that
be
greatsword.
12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And then...
spend this second use of the ring to half it.
Okay. It is... you see him swing down with the sword, and then he swings back and hits you again. Tries to hit you again with it.
Okay.
That is a 16.
That hits.
Okay. That's another 12 points. Sorry, rolled 9 both times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, as a free action, yell. Logan, get back here! Disengage!
Okay, so
Use my final thing of the ring to.
how many of those do you have? 3?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
used all 3 of them.
Okay. Okay. So it is now Theoden's turn.
Okay. So hearing that he said there's 2 more out there, and I'm guessing listening to this guy, this armored clad thing start taking swings at my buddy here, I'm going to go ahead and stomp the ground with my bonus action.
Okay.
And do glory swiftness.
So
And then
okay.
I'm going to charge the metal clad guy, because when I come out the door, that's going to be the first guy I see.
Okay.
So I'm going to charge right to the side of Lee there, so that he's within that 5 feet of me that I try to keep everybody.
Okay.
Yep. And then he's going to have to make a strength saving throw against the 14 to see if it knocks him prone or not.
Okay.
I'm figuring both these guys probably have a pretty high strength, so...
All right. So you burst out of the door and you rush forward, this blur of plate, and you crash into this knight, and he is fully intent on Lee and does not see you coming, and you knock him prone.
Yes! Okay, so when they're prone, I get advantage on the attacks, right?
You do.
Okay. So once I knock him to the ground, I'm literally just going to take my hammer and just start swinging at him with 2 giant whacks to the face.
Okay, go
right
for it.
his head. Oh, thank goodness. That was a 2. And that's an 18 plus 7, so that's what, 25. 25
Okay.
to hit.
Yeah, so you hit him.
Okay, and I'll roll and roll the second one. That's a 10. That's a 14 plus 7, 21.
21 points of damage?
No,
All
no,
right.
21 is second hit. 21 second hit.
Oh, yes. 21 hits.
Okay, both hit? Okay.
Yep.
All right, so it's 1d8 plus 4, and I'm going to Divine Smite him.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna hit him with both of them. I'm a Divine Smite, but only both of them at level 1. So I'll use 2 level 1 spell slots.
Okay.
That's 2 plus 2d8. So 2 plus 4 is 6. Sorry. 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 2 more d8. That's 7. That's 13. That's 7 again. So 20 points of damage for the first swing. And then 7 plus 4 is 11 plus 2 more d8. 5. That's 16. Plus 7 is 23. So 20 points of damage and 23.
Now, are you're on your hammer, right? You're not doing
Yep.
the two-handed, right?
No. It's
Okay.
1d8 plus 4, and then
Okay,
I rolled
cool.
2d8
Alright,
for
cool.
Divine Smite.
So what was the damage
3d8
on that?
Plus 4. 20 for the first hit and 23 for the second hit.
Okay. All
Cheers,
right.
boys. Once Thurden got that second hit, he's
So
just
you
started
put some
smashing.
major dents in this plate armor.
I'm
As
just
you
swinging for his
just
helmet, denting it in.
Okay.
That's all I can do. Bonus.
all right.
Action, so I'm
Jace, it is now your turn.
All right. All right. In hearing this, I'm going to assume that I now know something's happening outside.
You hear this.
Um,
You hear this. You know, thud, 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 thud. And then you hear this like Divine Smite, and then you hear this like clang, clang, clang as he's like beating this metal armor with his hammer.
All right. I'm trying to figure out if I can even get over there. No. All right.
I mean,
Each
you
of the
have 30
boxes
feet
is
of
5.
movement. Yeah, each
Yeah.
box is 5. I just made you
Right.
guys small so you could see it a little better. So
Okay. All right. So I'm going to, at hearing this and kind of hearing everything, I'm just going to take off running. And I'm going to move myself. I should be able to get to right here on this
Yep.
table.
go for it.
All right. I'll go right there whenever I see what's happening.
Okay.
I'll look directly at was that a barbarian we said?
Yes, over here.
Okay. And I'm going to look at her and I'm going to cast Hold Person. So she has to make a wisdom saving throw 15. Or be paralyzed.
Okay.
Please be done.
I keep having to look up conditions, guys. You guys. are
Yeah, I
throwing
do too.
crazy
That's
stuff
my
out here,
thing.
and I like it.
Is it paralyzed? I thought she just couldn't
Paralyzed.
go anywhere.
No, it's paralyzed. She's fully
Okay.
paralyzed.
So
Nice.
so she is stunned. So all of a sudden, you know, she's kind of wavering even though she's stunned. All of a sudden you see her like and kind of like
Excellent.
freeze up. And she is paralyzed.
Okay.
Wow, and so she can't do what the
She
heck
can't do
is
anything.
paralyzed?
Paralyzed for me, yeah, she can't do anything.
She can't
So
do-
he's
and-
he's prone. She's paralyzed after she
Mhm.
comes out of her stun, which means, and then she can't do anything and has to roll another wisdom saving throw.
Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
All right, and
Oh my god! I just want to go again and smash her with a hammer.
Okay. So it is
And I can. Well, for my bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon as far as I can, which is only like 20 feet, right?
20 or 15. I'm not sure. Let me look.
Okay.
That is.
Yeah, paralyzed is a big deal.
Yeah.
Now y'all are putting some like I'm okay with this. If y'all want to hold, I'm gonna just start.
Yeah,
putting
20
my working
feet,
on
so-
things.
5,
it's in the-
10,
it'll go
15,
through the
20.
doorway. Will that?
Yeah.
Will they still be able to get out with the spiritual?
Yeah, yeah, they can get out and move through it. So,
All right. That's it for me.
okay, all right.
Maybe I should go grab a
so-
paladin and just start grappling everything and let you guys
Yeah.
beat the tar out of it.
You guys
can't
are
get
you
away,
guys
you
are plenty
guys.
powerful,
Yeah.
but that's
oh
okay.
yeah.
That's okay, guys. That's okay.
Burden's hitting hard today.
Pete, it is your turn.
You know what it is? He's
I
really
had a
filled up
plan.
from winning. Now we're all in his way for his spells.
Yeah, my plan was to use plant growth and make it to where they had to use 4 feet of movement to move 1 foot, and then we could just escape instead of killing these people that we don't even know if they're
He
bad or
told
not.
us all to come back, and we
I
just
actually
ran out.
considered that as well, but it was
They're like, nah, we'll rush in. It'll be for great. It'll be fine.
It's okay.
So now I get to blow up more people.
Go ahead, hit me if you need to, man. I mean, let us have it.
I'm gonna cast Fireball at a 6th level, centered on the dude who's prone.
He's joking.
No,
I was like,
Everyone's
first
like,
off,
"Whoa."
how does he already have a 6th level spell slot? Second off, I need to play caster if he's already got a 6th level spell slot.
So where are you? Are you coming out of the office?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to even have lunch. sight.
Okay.
So I'll just go
It's
to
5, 10.
like, just outside the door if we can.
Okay, yeah, right there next to Jace.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you gonna cast?
I am gonna have to cast something that.
Don't worry about me. Hit him up.
Kind of worry about me. Kind of.
I don't want to use as another second level spell, but I will and just see what happens. Ooh.
Everything that you do to the person in front of you is a critical hit, and you can hit like 7 times already.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
he's-
You know what?
he's just
Let's
gonna
just
beat
blast
it.
another scorching ray at this poor guy.
Which one?
The guy that's prone.
Okay, you have a
Get
disadvantage.
it in.
Wait, I hit him with what?
Disadvantage to shoot at the prone person.
Really?
Because he's prone and it's a
Oh.
ranged attack.
Oh, because he's smaller.
He's
laying on the
not.
ground.
He's prone. He's not paralyzed or stunned or anything. The barbarian who's standing in front of Lee is paralyzed and
So
being
it-
held. So
If you
that
shoot
one.
her, shoot her right through me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit scorching ray at, I guess, the person that I can see better, which would be them.
Okay.
Which would be her. So I get 3s. First one's a 16. Second one's on the table. Gone forever. Second one is an 11. And third one is an 18.
Okay. Yeah.
What was all of them?
What was the lowest?
11.
That one missed.
Okay.
What was the other one?
So
18. Yeah, that one hit.
16 and 18.
Yeah, yeah.
So 46 is what they're
Nice.
Like it finally lights up this room. and
Oh,
you can see it.
it is a critical hit, by the way.
12 points of damage.
Whosoever,
to
it's
them.
all doubled.
Did you double that?
I did not, so that would have been 24 damage.
Yeah, we're crushing it right now.
It's a critical hit on someone. Oh,
No.
that person.
That person's paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
It's
Excuse me while I search for my tiny die.
Oh, you know what? You're right. It's only melee attacks
not
that
a
are
crit,
crit. Yeah.
you have
So
to
Oh,
make
so
it
12.
So 12.
then.
Sorry. Okay.
So light
Still
'em
great,
up,
yeah, yeah.
Noah.
Okay.
Noah's like, I burned all my key points.
No, I
You
still
did.
got one left. I still got one.
Oh.
key.
You said it was the
Imagine
last
if you just
one.
did-
I'm gonna save it.
Imagine if you burned like 7 just unarmed strike. All
Okay.
your key points are in a row.
Okay. So, it is Rowan's turn.
Oh, cool. I'm going to.
Rowan starts looting the office.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm
you
gonna
guys
check
got
the
this.
I'm gonna check the chest that I just killed. See if there's a gun in there in its mouth. No.
Not in the chest.
You reach
There
in, you're
is-
now sticky all over again.
there-
The beat's not there to wipe
There's
it on.
another
there is
baby
no. I'll say the cabinet is open and there is currently a glowing box just sitting there.
I'm going for the fight.
Okay.
Going towards my now more than acquaintances. Close
Okay.
To being,
All right. So where are you headed?
I'm going to use all 30 of my movement to get here.
Perfect.
Yes.
I'm going to move my hex because I can, because I still have that
Okay.
going over to the guy laying down on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pick something, maybe
Take
a
advantage.
strength disadvantage for him
Okay.
with the hex.
Wish I'd done that before I ran into.
So,
I think it's only for checks, not saving.
Oh, is it checks?
Yeah. For checks.
and then I attack with advantage, correct?
Mm-hmm. You do.
So, nat 20, I don't need to roll again.
Okay. All right.
So that doubles all of my weapon damage, correct?
Yes.
So I currently roll a 1d6 and then weapon damage for the hex. It's another d6, and then 1d8 for my bardic inspiration. Defensive blow.
All those.
So that'll be-
No, it doesn't do your it doesn't double your modifier, but all the dice. Yes.
No. So that would be 4d6 plus 2d8s.
46.
Nice.
46 damage. That's
Okay,
insane.
8 plus 5 is 13.
Yeah. How do you want to do this? You can just stop. So
Man, I thought he was gonna have so much more health. I was ready
No,
to
no,
just
no, it's fine.
destroy it. So as I'm running in, I'd like move my hex and pointing to the knight, yelling just whatever I can, screaming, and come flying in and jump up in the air and just as he's on the ground, just put the sword straight through, just like right into the gap between his helmet and his chest plate. Just
okay, yeah, you just silence him
twist.
forever.
It's just a flesh wound.
Okay.
Nice.
He twitches and stops moving.
Cool. And that's my turn.
Okay. Lee.
I'm gonna attack the paralyzed chick, barbarian.
So you better.
Okay.
The barbarian, if they're stunned or paralyzed, do they lose their rage?
I don't think she raged yet.
Yeah,
She
you don't
didn't get
know
a
about
turn,
that.
did she?
I just said
Might have
barbarian
raged
light.
on
These
the
guys
way
are
or
mean. We
something
just
like
attacked them.
Yeah.
What if these
That
guys
was
were
my
just
point,
out hanging
yeah.
out?
All right, well, I mean, it doesn't really
man.
matter. I'm still.
They
doing
came
the
in to
same
see
thing.
what
I
the
just
clatter was all
wondering.
about.
Yeah, I know.
So that's gonna be
Wrong warehouse, guys. Sorry.
Wrong warehouse.
16 plus 7. That hits, I'm sure.
Yes.
And then it's a critical.
Yep.
Because it's paralyzed. And then I'm going
Okay.
to roll my second attack. And that's going to be 16.
That hits.
And then I'm going to go ahead. Before I do my bonus action, I'm going to see how much damage I do.
All of it. Do all the damage.
All of the
All
damage.
of it.
So that is. Oh, the same one. So that's 28 damage. Sorry,
28?
sorry, not 28. So I got 2 6s on the dice roll, so that's double to 12, which is 24 total for the dice, plus 8 for the bonus. So 32.
32 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
I meant to say I want to do non-lethal damage.
Okay, all
I
right.
thought I was gonna have to do something with my bonus action.
No, that's fine. Sorry, it's too late. You've already killed him. No, just kidding.
I'm gonna do
So non-lethal. Okay.
And I want to say the Oodalot sent us, and then just like
You are in the Oodalot warehouse.
exactly.
Okay. Roll
They're strange game, monk.
a deception check with disadvantage.
Not with advantage. 'cause I'm gonna
Disadvantage.
knock her out. Okay, so that ended up. I rolled higher the second roll, but the first roll was a 12 plus 0.
Okay. All right. So you say that and you knock her out. Okay. With that, combat comes to a close.
Ooh. I want
And
to go in. I want to loot this dude right in front of me.
you all are in a quiet warehouse with, you see now before you a brazier up on a lifted platform in the back, casting a low firelight throughout this warehouse, and you're able to see now it's definitely, just kind of where all this goods were coming and going from here. You want to roll an investigation check if you want to investigate the armored person.
Yeah.
I want that sword he had.
At this point, I would probably slip back in there to that cupboard to see if that's what we were looking for.
17 investigation. You said?
Is anyone else going with Jace, or?
I mean, I would be walking back past Pete, right?
I'll go with him. Is anyone else feeling consequences?
Who's going with him?
I'll go with him.
What are those?
Pete?
I rolled
Okay.
a natural 20 for the barbarian.
Yeah, I can. Hey, Pete, walk with me. Let's
I
see
rolled
if
17.
our artifact is out here in this cupboard.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look at that weird creature. just out of my
You'll have a good time.
curiosity.
Okay. All right.
Roll investigation for him.
Sure. Okay. So on the, what did you roll, Theoden?
17.
17. Okay. So you find a great sword. Okay. That the barbarian had pulled out, and it's got a little bit of blood on it because it had just hit Lee. But then you find a, and then Lee kills the barbarian with his, or then he kills the barbarian with his spiritual weapon. Not Lee, Jace. Since you just you just rolled an attack with your spiritual weapon.
Oh, did I?
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Was it a good one?
Yeah, it was 18. So I said, oh, and then he kills the unconscious barbarian with his spiritual weapon.
Yes.
No, just kidding. You find a greatsword. You find a heavy crossbow with a quiver of about 10 bolts. And then you find about 15 gold. On this barbarian-like female who is unconscious, you find a great axe and about 3 gold.
You made a sad face.
Hey, I got a question, Seth. What about this dude's armor? Can I check his armor?
You can check it. You dented it pretty badly.
That's fine.
I mean, it's honestly, it was, as you inspect it, it's pretty beat up plate. Like you can tell it's been through a lot. There are cracks in it, large dents where you hit it. Obviously, you did smash the helmet a little bit on one side and hit like a big chunk of it. It's pretty toast as far as plate. It would have to be reforged at this point.
Could I repair it as a smith rather than having to reforge a whole set?
You're a Dawnbreaker.
I mean, you would have to spend upwards of probably half an hour or more to try to get it off of him.
I know that's fine. I'll do it.
Okay.
I take the great axe and I kind of hand it towards Theoden. And Theoden, would you want this?
I'll throw it in my pack. Just
So,
just in
so
case.
Theoden straps the great sword and the great axe to the back of his pack,
Got him just sticking
he's
out here.
looking
With
like
my hammer on my side.
you know that
I'm gonna be a walking
You-
armory. Just start
you
chucking
know-
weapons at people.
you know that
Do it.
you know that episode of Avatar where they go shopping and Aang literally takes every weapon off the rack along with all the armor, and he's just like bristling with all of the things, and it's like, blah. That's what Theoden looks like.
Yes. That's,
So.
that's perfect. That is me. Short little guy too.
Yep, perfect. But then it all kind of falls off of him. So
So I put this this great sword +3 in here, right? That's what.
nope. Just a plain greatsword
No,
and
that's
a
fine, I
plain
got you.
great axe.
Plain great axe. Yeah.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Okay, so Rowan, what are you doing? You went back to inspect
I rolled an
the.
investigation on that.
Okay,
creature over there,
it's a
and I
pretty
got a
nasty creature.
I rolled a
that-
12.
Has started to stop looking like a chest so much and looking like a lumpy piece of flesh.
The dude we knocked out.
No,
Not the mimic. That was
oh,
investigating.
that one. Roll an intelligence check.
I had rolled for that, and it was a 12.
Okay, it's a bugbear. Bugbear.
Bugbear.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can I roll to?
All you needed was a
investigate?
10. Everyone else was rolling like a 4, so you guys just didn't know what it was. So it's a bugbear.
Does it have anything on it that I can pick up?
No, no. Is this no?
Yeah,
What?
this is your first bugbear, and you just murdered him.
No. It's not our first one.
You've had a furbolg, but you have not had a bugbear.
Okay, that's what he was. Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Oof.
It wasn't your
What is
friend.
it? It wasn't my. It was my
It wasn't your
furniture
friend.
buddy.
No,
I
it
was
wasn't
gonna
your
cry.
furniture buddy.
I would
No.
lean down and cry. if it
Bugabears
was.
are much uglier.
So it was ugly
What
to
is
me.
what is this thing?
A bugbear?
Yeah.
It's kind of like it would be kind of like an evil, uglier furbolg. Not a hobgoblin because they're like, it's almost like a cross between a goblin and a human, and a bear. I think it's hairy kind of thing.
You ever watch Star Wars Rebels?
Yeah,
Nice.
kind of like, it's kind of like
I just forgot his name.
the
but
big,
it's the-
yeah, it's kind of like
a
that.
troll from Skyrim, but
It's like a
more
troll.
goblin-like.
I hate those trolls.
So yeah, when you search it, you find a morning star, and then you find a javelin on the ground that was broken whenever he was
Thoroughly just
demolished. A divine smite just
Alright.
demolished him.
I feel bad.
And then you
for him.
find
He
it-
opened the door and just took two.
Yeah, he didn't know it.
heavies.
He didn't know it hit him. And then you find about 4 gold.
All right, so I want to. What was it called again? Bugabear.
A bugbear.
I want to walk over to it.
Okay.
Oh, hey, he's sort of a cute fella, and I'm going to cast Animate Dead.
Okay.
Wait, what is
And-
wrong with you people?
And I now have a pet.
What?
You're gonna parade a what?
He's
I
gonna
like him.
parade one of the Oodalot around town with us because that's
Oh
a
my
fantastic
gosh.
idea.
Feed
A
the
dead
street, break
Oodalot.
the bodies with
There-
this.
Well, you got
Hold
a
on,
monk who's
hold
gonna
on.
leave somebody alive. That is gonna be able
Well,
to.
to be fair, I was going to do it to the barbarian, but he left the barbarian alive.
Yeah, but they're going to be able to like say, hey, look at that 5-man group right there. They're the ones that jumped me in it. In the
There's a
Mm.
very dark side to this healer we have. Like,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
just
What kind
wanna
of
point out,
creepy-
He did toll
You
the
have
dead.
no idea.
He did a bunch of damage.
You have no idea.
He's what, a cleric of
Um,
necromancy domain?
Nope.
You have no idea.
life,
He's not.
life
I-
domain.
Like seeing you do this, I am now. Like,
Hold on.
Very,
Animate's
trust him.
dead.
like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I don't trust him if he's animating dead. I don't. Thurden doesn't really care for spellcasters as it is.
As somewhat of a caster, as like a bard, like I'm able to do some things. Like I know that's like, ooh, that's like that's an off limits sort of step.
Yeah.
And
I'm
and
worried about
I kind of realized your guys' hesitancy. And
it. He's like, now I'm not doing that.
no, I'm still doing it. Saying at this point, I have complete control over this creature. It is there to assist us when needed.
Nope. I'm gonna stay a very
So-
wide berth away
It's
from you and your
basically the
creature.
same as his fox.
This guy
It's not
is
as cute.
somebody.
I'll give
what
you
I-
that. It's not as cute.
Can
This
I
guy is
make an
somebody that lives
intelligence
here.
or like a nature check or something for someone that is like also a sort of life domain character to see if this freaks me out?
Say that again. Sorry. I'm
Can I
reading
make like an
this.
intelligent or like a nature check or something to see if this freaks me out as somebody that's like accustomed to the flames of life and death?
Yeah, you can roll. You can roll a. Roll a wisdom.
Yeah, this freaks me out.
Okay.
It's not the same, but a 5 is gonna make me wicked about it.
Okay. All right. So, Jace, what do you command this dead bugbear to do? He kind of sits there, and it's you see this like collapsed shoulder, and it's just kind of looking there with this kind of like blank look.
At this point, I just command it to go stand by the door and guard the door.
Okay. So it goes to the front, and it goes and stands in the door, and guards it. And if you give it no other commands, it will stand there for 24 hours and defend itself. So,
All right.
all right. So what do you guys? Do the rest of you do?
Now I have a question. If I have somebody help me steal this guy's armor, how long will it cut the time in half?
It'll still
So if I
probably take.
incinerate his body, it'll cut the time in half. Yeah, but I'm not doing that.
Pete's pretty freaked out right now. So, You
I
don't
just
want
this
this armor
guy's
anyway.
I
So,
was gonna reforge it for Jace, but you know,
Okay.
he's kind of doing creepy things, so I don't want it now.
I mean, Jace has pretty
I
nice
made a
half plate
friend.
armor.
I mean,
I
you
mean-
didn't even. We don't even know if it was bad. You just killed it instantly.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Well, he's got
You-
a point. I
you-
don't
you-
love it walking around like this, but he does have a point. Now,
I have
personally,
complete
I think we
control.
should
If you wanted
take
to
the
do
thing-
jumping jacks, I can do it.
we should
Okay,
take the thing
because
and we
point
should
to
get out.
one thing
Do
in
jumping
here that
jacks.
didn't try to kill us. Point to one thing in this room, Jace, that didn't try to kill us, including the box.
Nothing tried to kill us. None of them moved until attacked.
Can I make a just general perception of the
The
room?
box almost ate our
Big
bard.
warehouse room?
Hold on.
All right, well,
Lee,
that was not in this room. That was in the other room.
Lee, what did
I'd
you
like to
say?
give him a-
Can I make just a general perception of the big warehouse?
Sure.
See if there's
Sure.
anything that catches my eye.
Yep, I'm gonna either give him a help action, but I'm in this warehouse specifically.
Hold on, Pete. You and Jace. Well, Pete, did you stop with Jace when he stopped at this bugbear, or did you continue on to the
I
cupboard?
probably would have kept going, looked back, and saw
Okay.
the thing being brought back to life, and then freaked out a little bit. So I'm gonna keep going to get the gym because I.
Roll a perception check to see if you even noticed him do this as you're heading towards the cupboard.
Granted.
Because you at this point you see this glowing box.
I mean, my passive perception is. I don't know. Oh yeah, my passive perception is 13, but that one I think is going to be much higher than that. It's going to be like a 19.
Okay, so yeah, you noticed it. I just wanted to see, make sure, kind of thing. So, but so you see it get up, and you see him tell it to walk away. I know you rolled an intelligence check, but roll an intelligence check to see if you understand that he raised the dead, or if he maybe healed him. Maybe you think that he healed him and just has him under his command.
15.
Okay. Yeah, you understand what he did. Okay. So I just kind of wanted to make sure we got there the right way. So
I know it's creepy all the way around. You know,
Don't love that.
yeah.
I got
Okay.
a 16 plus 5, so 21.
I send it up. It's up there beside you at this point.
16 plus 5.
Not me.
So okay.
No, no.
Lee,
Up by the door.
Lee, you begin to look around the warehouse, and there are tons of crates. But you do notice over in this corner, there are some barrels with a familiar H on them, and then some locked chests. You're not in
I'll
there.
go over there with Rowan and help
I'm
him
not where?
go through those.
You're in here.
Me?
Yeah, you were in here checking out this dead thing.
No, it wasn't. I checked out the bugbear.
Oh, you checked out the bugbear. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he brought
I
my
thought
attention to it.
just him did. Okay.
And I also said I was trying to give him a help action to look.
Yeah,
at
I'll
it.
start
Okay,
heading over there
okay.
when I see him pulling off.
Okay, so you guys run over here, and you see 3 locked chests and 2 stacked barrels with a familiar-looking H on it.
Lee, I think we need to try to open these. If you can give me the help action, we should be able to bust these open and see what's inside. So should
Okay.
we? Last time I tried to open something attacked me.
Do you want me just to hit one with
so
my
as-
hammer?
Yeah, I was about to say, as he gets down close. to
Well,
him,
you also
I'm gonna
didn't
go
check
over
it,
to
so...
Rowan and just grab the great axe from him.
Oh, for me, yeah,
Get
just
down on the
yeah, and
On the
I'll,
lock?
I'll smash.
yeah,
I'll smash
or
one
on
of
the
the.
chest.
I'll smash one of the other chests.
Okay.
too with my hammer.
Are you trying to damage the chest, or are you trying to...
Just break the lid open.
Or are you just trying to test it to see if it's a mimic?
No, I'm gonna try
See
to
if
break
it's
the
a
lid
mimic.
open.
Okay, Theoden, roll an attack roll. Lee, the one that you hit is not a mimic. Thunk. It's definitely a chest.
14 plus 7. That's 21.
Okay, roll for some damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna open the one that he hit.
6 plus.
Okay, roll a
Sorry, I
dexterity
got a bunch
check
of stuff.
with
6
Thieves'
plus
Tools
4, 10.
proficiency. It's 10 points of damage.
Mhm.
Okay, so... did you hit it with a great axe or with your hammer?
No, my hammer. He took the great
okay,
axe.
okay.
He grabbed it off my back and hit it with it.
So you hit it, and it cracks the top lid, but it doesn't burst it open or anything. But you hit it pretty hard where you see like there's a dent, a good dent and a crack. Still pretty solid though. I mean, it's a locked chest. It's made to be pretty strong. I mean, you could whack it again, or you could wait. Like at this point, you know it's not a mimic. So.
I rolled a 16 to open the.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. You're able to unlock it. Do you want to try any of the others?
I just want to see what's inside this first.
Okay.
First one.
So you
While he's
open
looking,
this
I'll go
up.
ahead and crack this open.
So you open this up, and roll an investigation check.
Is anyone helping me? Lee,
I'll
you
help.
helping me?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Sorry, I'm busy.
4.
I'm busy smashing this box
11.
to pieces.
Okay. You notice that this is you see metal pipes of varying lengths.
Am I able to make a connection to these same pipes that I have currently on me? Can I pull out
You're
the-
fairly certain it's of the same.
You mean the
Make.
pipes I have on me?
Oh, you have them. I thought I had them still.
You're fairly certain it's of the same make.
Pipes of varying lengths.
Yeah.
Let's load them up.
I
Load
would
them
like
up.
to check the barrel, or I guess Rowan needs to finish what he was doing, and then, or sorry, Darren. Why do I keep doing that?
Oh, I'm hitting it
There.
again, by the way, when he started looking through the chest instead of coming over and unlocking. I'm just going to take the top off this one.
It's full blasted powder.
Okay, so you,
Yeah, that's
just
the one I'm
for
going to hit.
for brevity's sake, you are able to unlock these 3 chests, and you find
Okay.
one with pipes. You find one with what looks like little these little clockwork devices that have kind of a coiled piece of metal and like a curved little that's attached to like a curved piece of metal with a little like hammer that hits something. And then you see in the other one, you see these wooden carved handles with a groove where you looks like the pipe fits in, and then like the clockwork would fit in as well somehow. So and then the barrels, as you crack one open on the top, they're filled with blasting powder.
When I see the clockwork mechanisms, obviously they're useless and aren't going to be used for anything. I'm just going to go ahead and start smashing them.
Oh, no.
Just kidding.
I can carry a lot
Like
of
I did
weight,
with
so
the
if you need me to
barrels.
carry something there, Rowan, I
Huh,
can,
Pete,
I can
what are
smash
you
that.
doing before you guys go any further? Pete, what are you
I
doing?
was trying to just go get the gem out of the cupboard.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Ooh, might be some goodies.
I would be in there with him too at this point.
Okay, why don't you roll an investigation check as well?
All right.
Yeah, because mine's not going to go well. These dice are really mean.
Pepper turns into it.
I rolled an 11.
That's a dirty 20 for me.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Between, are you just checking the cupboard? Or are you looking anywhere else?
That was my main focus, was the cupboard, because I
Okay.
knew that Jace
Okay.
had been over there earlier and he saw something, so I'm just like, that's...
Jace, as you're helping him in the cupboard, you also notice there's like some papers on the desk, and there's a couple drawers in the desk as well. Do you want to look in those?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'll let you roll another investigation check for that part. Pete, what you find in the cupboard, central, is this box, and it doesn't actually have a lid, and so as you slide it out, you see down into it there is this kind of glowing orb, and it's not super bright, but when you look straight at it, it's kind of hard to make out the details of it. You take it?
I'd like to do an Arcana check, and just
Okay.
like, I don't want to get
Sure.
cursed picking this thing out, basically.
Sure.
Which, I'm still gonna hit me. 19.
Okay. So as you're inspecting it, you realize that this globe is actually sitting on top of something. It's almost like a bowl. And you realize that the bowl itself is not magical, and there's something underneath it that is.
And I remove the bowl.
So you lift it up. There is a small spherical cage. And inside, the cage is glowing a little bit, and inside you see what looks like a tiny little elf with wings.
So like a pixie.
A pixie.
Oh,
I
this is
think
right
I
up
think
your
as a druid I
alley.
would probably know this is a pixie.
This is a pixie.
Do I know this?
You're rummaging
Or mouse
through the
scrounge
desk.
around the
I
desk?
mean, you could be scrounging around the desk, but I mean, like, you could maybe see it as well as he lifts the bowl off and this
Okay.
globe off and sees it.
How did you end up in here?
So you see
I
you
want
see the
it.
pixie right now, and it's asleep, or appears to be asleep in
Oh.
some form.
I'm going to cast magic on it to try to help it in case it needs it. So I'm just gonna healing word. Like while I'm talking to it, just say a cast
Okay.
healing word.
You get the sense that the sphere is blocking the magic,
Okay.
which is why it's probably still encased in the magic.
Okay. I'll still expend the spell slot because I tried.
Right.
Is there any way that I can get it open?
Yeah, you could roll. You could roll a investigation to see if you can figure out how to unlock it. Jace, in the desk, you find one of the drawers is locked. On the desk itself. Oh, what was your investigation check, by the way?
It was a whopping 4.
Okay. So you find some papers. They look like shipping manifests of some kind. You're not really sure what's on it. You want to leave them or take them?
Yeah, I'll take them.
Okay.
I'll put 'em
You guys have finished out there by now figuring out what you found. Are you still out there Nelson with that, or are you coming back in?
I'm just gonna ask Rowan if there's any of the stuff he wants to take. I'll load it up in my pack with the other stuff.
Yeah, take us.
Well, perhaps we could take one of those carts down there, unload
Yes.
it, load it up with the chest, the barrels of gunpowder, and have Pete turn into a horse so we could carry it.
You want to cart this stuff through the middle of town?
No, store it somewhere in the woods and then come back.
Like, take it off in the woods and try to hide it?
Yeah, perhaps we could take what we can carry. With
I
us.
can,
We couldn't carry all these weapons and whatnot.
I definitely want to at least carry.
I can have Bugsy guard it.
out in the woods though. That's what we would
Yeah.
want. We would want it
Yeah.
hidden, and then Bugsy
It's
will
fine.
guard it out in the woods.
Yeah, Bugsy will
Um,
guard it in the woods.
So Thurden, I want enough for 2 weapons, so 2 pairs, like just so that we can carry it just on ourselves. When
Okay.
we
I've
hide
got
this.
2.
And
I've
I would
got.
also like to take 2 pairs too.
Wait, I've got 4. I believe it's 4 of the barrel things already, and then 2 stocks. I believe is what I picked up. I'll look again, but
I'm gonna
you
take
know
2
what,
pairs myself.
We can just say that we have enough for 2.
okay. No, I have 2 tubes and 4 stocks. So I guess I'll just grab like a few tubes and then a few of those clockwork mechanisms.
Okay. Were you trying to load the rest of it up? I mean,
I'm gonna spend my time loading the rest up on a cart.
okay.
And
There's-
then I'm probably gonna walk into the room with Jace because I'm curious about the orb and everything.
Okay.
about him.
Okay, so you walk in there. Lee starts doing that. Theoden, are you helping him load?
Yeah,
Yeah,
once I
cut
grab
the-
the stuff that he wanted to keep, then I'm gonna
Okay.
help him start loading everything on the cart.
Okay, yeah, so you guys, there's a cart, as you notice in this lovely map. There's a cart that you can pull out and start loading. Are you trying to load most or all of it?
I guess
Like,
just the stuff
there's
that has
2
the H on it,
barrels.
right?
There's 2 barrels of blasting powder, and then these 3 medium-sized chests. I mean, you could lift them and put them on the cart.
Yeah,
Um,
we may not need the blasting powder to keep, because we can
Yep.
just ruin it or get rid of
Well, the thing is, if it has that H on it, can we see what that H is? Can I do like an investigation or something on the H?
Yeah, I mean, like you guys recognize it as the H from Hupperduke, so.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I care more about getting these weapons out of the Udalot's hands, less about getting them into ours.
But I'm thinking we should probably, take the stuff back to Hupperduke if that's where it was stolen from.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys collect that and start loading it. It probably takes you 20 minutes or so to pull the cart over and load these 2 barrels and these 3. I mean, you're big and strong and you're able to lift these barrels up. Not too difficult. The most difficult thing is just trying to not be too loud, even though you just had this battle. You haven't seemed to notice anything else.
We could just make his bugbear guy drag the cart.
Yeah. Bugsy will carry it.
If possibly, I don't know what the strength would be on that. So,
Let me check.
So, because the cart you're currently loading is like a 2-wheel cart. It's not like the big stagecoach kind of
one
cart.
that's on the right hand side.
Yeah.
That's why I figured he'd be able to pull it if it's that small.
Sure. After you load that up, Theoden, is there anything else you want to investigate? Do you want to take a once over of the warehouse? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll look around, see if there's anything that maybe I can use in my smithing or anything, just because I'm
Okay. Roll. Okay, so both of you guys, either both of you roll an investigation or one of you roll with advantage.
I'll go ahead and roll if you want to roll too. You got a 15.
I got 12.
Okay. It's easy enough. You're able to look around. Most of what's in here are things that are shipping in and out of Shady Creek. Some of it seems pretty legit. Crates of food, crates of, like some building materials, some, some pieces of furniture, some clothes. None of it's great. It's all kind of cast off stuff. Like, it's like the TJ Maxx warehouse of of D&D, where everything's a little damaged, everything's a little, secondhand. It was rejected by other cities and stuff, and it was kind of traded to Shady Creek. However, what you do find is you find you also see on some of the back tables where things are being processed, you do find some boxes with straw in them that look like they were maybe taken from they look like kind of like museum boxes where they're like breakable things were stored in there. And you see a couple of things. You see like a glass vase. You see let's see. You see a glass vase. You see a. You see. Okay, sorry. Let me use this. You see a glass vase. You see a. You see in this one box, there is a dagger that looks kind of like this very slender dagger that almost has like there's not like a cross guard on it. It's almost like it just has just the barely kind of a bump where the hilt meets the blade, but it looks very sharp, and it's. I was saying it's a lot.
Dagger, get out of here!
It's a lot cleaner. You both rolled, Theoden, what catches your eye is
I was going to toss it to you anyway.
something that catches your eye is this this little figure of like figurine of like a woman. Roll a religion check.
Okay, is it made of stone?
It is not.
Okay. Dang it.
Well,
man, I will
hold
never
on.
use this ability.
Hold on. Let me. No, it's not made of stone.
Okay. And you said a religion check?
Yes.
I have nothing on religion.
That's okay.
17.
Okay. You kind of recognize this figure. You're not sure, but you think it may be. You think it may be a deity of some kind.
Not more than so. Okay.
So, it's not your deity,
All right.
obviously,
I could
but
probably take it to a. I could probably take it to a.
yeah, you could probably
Check-
have
get
someone
it
check it
checked-
out,
checked
or
out.
see if.
Yeah,
I
or
mean,
see if
you've got a
Jason knows
cleric
what's
there,
what's up.
so
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Is that all I'm finding in these boxes?
that's all you find that you could probably take rather quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
go ahead and take the
like I said,
vase
a
and
lot
the
of it
figure.
is. Okay, so you the vase. Are you gonna try to carry it? Are you gonna put it on the cart?
No, I'm gonna.
Because I
what I'm
mean,
gonna
it's
do is I'm gonna-
it's kind of like a big. It is in a
How big?
box. It's in a box with
Yeah.
straw, like to keep it from being
How big
damaged.
is it?
I mean, it's probably like 2 feet tall, and like
Okay.
foot
I'll
around.
I'll go ahead and what I'll do. How big is the figurine of a woman? Can I just put it in my pack or?
Yeah.
is
It's
it-
like
okay.
probably like 4 or 5 inches
I'm
tall.
gonna flip the dagger to Lee as he's walking up to help me. And
Okay.
Then, I'm gonna grab the figurine, put it in there, and then I'll take some of the straw of the other boxes and pack in with the thing, and then we'll just kind of seal that box back up and put it on the cart.
Okay, sounds
with
good.
the vase.
He flips the dagger at me. I'm gonna use the
He goes. Lee reaches out and
Instincts.
catches it. Yeah.
I'll tell you this: if it comes
Absolutely.
back at me and he misses because I have a high armor class, I'm just gonna pull it out of the wall and put it in my pocket.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Rowan, did you go help them in the office?
Yeah, I walked into the office and I'll walk in
Okay.
and see.
Jace is struggling with a drawer, and he's like, this
Stop.
one's locked.
Rowan, I know this is your specialty. Can you get this open?
Yes. These
Well,
two
I'm gonna call
devices-
that in to smash it. I don't.
No. Yes.
Alright.
If you'll go ahead and give me
My
a
ears
help
perk
action
up out
I
there.
should be able to. I should be able to help.
Jace, by the way, you also found a small coin pouch with 20 gold in the desk.
Somebody look
There's
at that dagger for you.
I'll split that amongst everyone.
okay.
And then
Go
If
ahead.
you could help me open it too, Jason.
All right,
So-
yes, absolutely.
Jace holds it while you work on
I
it.
won't use that one. There we go. 16.
Okay, so you unlock the drawer, and you pull it open, and what you see is a gun.
Looking over your shoulder. Rowan,
And it's
is that
it-
what I think
it's-
it is?
it's a pistol. And you get it looks like someone had started carving a design on the handle, but it doesn't look finished.
Okay.
But the gun looks finished.
I'm going to slowly. Like I'm shocked that I found one. I'm overjoyed. I'm
Sure.
gonna slowly just pick it up and just stare and inspect it.
Okay.
If you will.
It looks like a simple gun, a simple pistol. But and like I said, it looks like the owner started carving some sort of design on the handle, but it's not finished yet. Which is kind of gives you the thought of why it was put away in the drawer.
Okay.
So, you also find a bag with 12. You find a small bag of blasting powder, and you find what looks like 12 round metal balls.
Oh, so it's
12
like a
shots.
musket.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's okay. That makes more sense. So okay. I get what the clockwork things and stuff are now. What they would look like. That makes more sense.
Now look in the cupboard and find an AR. Changes drastically, guys.
and a magical magazine that never runs out.
Yeah. He finds
drum,
this
you know.
glowing
Call that a
magical.
movie magazine.
He finds this.
Walking around with a flamethrower.
Gl-
Yeah, you know.
We are walking around with
Gl-
a
Campaign
flamethrower,
got
though.
real different.
His name is Pete.
I'm sorry, we've actually traveled to Eberron now. It's a glowing magical light cannon. Yes.
So I
So.
will,
You do find, like, in the cupboard, there's also, like, some, like, a jacket, some clothes, like, there's not a whole lot of other interesting things in there.
was there
so-
something there that was possibly something that made the bullets, like a tinker's tools or anything?
You don't see any of that.
Okay.
So. Okay. At this point, you guys have found pretty much everything that you can find within this, you've been about half an hour here searching and finding everything.
I got a 13 on my intelligence roll to unlock this. bolt.
Okay. You're not quite sure.
Okay.
So do you want to stay and try to work on it, or do you want to get out of the...
I want to leave more than anything, so I'm
Okay.
gonna take like whatever box, bolt, cover, and all of that, and like I'm just gonna
Okay.
take that with me. I'll figure it out later.
Okay.
As we're kind of walking out and leaving, I'm gonna ask them, would you guys like to send a message to the
I was
Udalots?
about. Well, what was your idea? I was going to write a message for this barbarian here for when she wakes up.
I was thinking more of a
I'll paint the room in her blood.
don't cross us ever again. Keep in mind, these are the people that most likely sent assassins and
We're-
mercenaries after us to kill us.
Supposed to be discreet. We weren't. We were seen in town.
I mean, who was it? Theoden
We
said
were
something
not
about...
discreet.
Theoden
The problem
said...
is she
Was
can,
it Theoden
she
or
can-
Lee that said that Udalot... Oh, no, Lee said that Udalot sent us.
The problem though is if she wakes up, she can pick
She
us
knows
out.
us.
Yeah.
Do we need
Anybody have a
information
mind
from
wipe
her?
spell?
What'd you ask, Jace?
Don't recall.
I thought you just said something.
Oh, do we need information from her?
No, I don't think we need anything from her.
I don't want her to
Kill her.
ID
Why
us.
is she
Reanimate
still?
her.
I will say this: I don't feel comfortable now killing her now that she's dead or asleep. But
You just brought something from the dead, and it's
it
standing.
was already dead, and we don't even really know if it was mean. I think it's kind of cute.
It looks horribly ugly.
He gives 1,000-yard stare as he thinks about the thought that maybe Chewie is one of these undead dead things.
So are we next to her, or are we just walking by her?
I mean, you've been loading up the cart. You're pushing it towards the door at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna just whip out my hand axe and throw it right at the back of her.
Okay, roll an attack with disadvantage.
She's
prone on the
Be
ground.
in between this. Or would I be?
I mean, you're kind of just with the group.
Oh wait, an attack plus 7, 19. 12 plus 7, 19.
If I'm in a position to, I would try to block it.
Okay.
I'm already rolling with
Roll
disadvantage. What are you gonna
roll a
do?
dexterity check. I'd say with disadvantage.
It's a 4. Probably not getting worse than that. Oh, 5.
So.
I was gonna
so,
say you roll a 1. You say the
So you throw this hand axe, and Jace, you try to block it. You see it hit her, but and she kind of groans. You don't. Jace, roll a intelligence check.
That'd be a 4. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
done with D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
You're not sure that she's dead, but you're not sure that she's not. Just from over there.
Back to 0 and then I throw an axe at her.
Well, you
Can steal
guys did non-lethal damage, meaning that she was stable and did not roll any death saves.
her? Right.
So hitting with an attack does take out 2 death saves automatically because it's a crit. However, it's possible she could still be alive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and finish it. I'm not. No. He would. There's no way.
Does he know this?
Thurden-
Like, would Thurden know this though?
the thing, if she groaned, I would.
Roll. I mean, like I said, she made a sound. She groaned. You could roll an intelligence check there.
I mean, I've got to go get my hand axe out of her back either way.
He would be going to do that.
So I mean, I'm not gonna leave anybody that's gonna be able to ID me to a crime like this. It's
You're gonna
just
see it and
Thurden
be
would
like,
not.
that was.
All right, then
that
I
was
would step
part
in the
of
way to
mine.
stop Thurden.
And I just push him to the side. We can strike fight this if you want.
Either
Thurden
way,
would
Jace
not.
wouldn't move and let you kill someone who's just on the
You
ground.
just animated a dead person, and you're gonna get all holier than now on me, there, cleric.
Mhm.
You want to contest strength? I mean, I can. I'm gonna hit her.
Perhaps there's something we could do to not have to kill him.
Like what?
Like we could.
Jace, make a perception check.
That would be 19.
Okay. As you're standing between Theoden and this person, you turn and you look and you realize that like she's dead.
I grab my hand axe then, and I just walk off.
Well, that was part of the
They
message
sit her
I
against
was thinking.
spiritual weapon.
Hmm?
You rolled with your spiritual weapon again. I was just making a joke.
Did he really?
Jace,
How? How do I keep doing that?
I don't know.
Let me say, well, that was part of the idea that I had. But this warehouse is being utilized to smuggle goods and other things out of Hubberduke, and this is the sole reason why we came here. We have no need for this blasting powder. I say we set
Done.
this place ablaze as we leave.
That's
All evidence gone.
not very discreet, but I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
so
we'll
your
have to
so
deal
your
with it.
big
We-
idea right now
we've,
is to blow up the home base of one of the biggest families that runs, trade in a really shady area. You think that's a good idea?
There's no
also
way
the
from my understanding of what you cast on us, there's no way of them to be able to track us. Any sort of spells, it says that there's nothing that.
Magical means can still find us.
Well, we're already
Rowan, when you're talking about this warehouse
Yep.
being utilized by the Udalat family to smuggle goods from Hupperduke, being the reason that you came here in the first place. Jace, you hear these words, but how does that affect you?
Sorry, what was the words?
So Rowan begins talking about how this place, these people, were not innocent. That they were basically the whole reason you came to Shady Creek Run in the first place, to find who was smuggling these goods, who was stealing from Hupperduke, who. This is the crux of your mission.
I might even throw out there, like, I just wish we would have found some sort of evidence that they were doing this, either like some sort of tracking of these things.
Well, while they're discussing this, I'm gonna pick the bodies up and I'm gonna start chucking them on the cart with us. We can
I
bury them
understand,
out there
but I
in the
never
woods.
signed up to kill defenseless people.
They attacked us just as well, cleric.
I believe we attacked first.
It didn't even get in the door.
No, they did. They came flying in the front door and charged at us. They were coming across the warehouse.
Wouldn't you come barging in if someone was in your home?
All I know is I seen somebody, member of my party, being attacked. I defended them.
Well,
I had
yes,
to kill them. They're
I
gone.
too attacked the chest. The chest did have a hold of Rowan. It was the others that we don't know how they would have reacted.
That's all right. I'm loading bodies up on the cart.
We were told to be discreet. This was the very opposite of the mission.
No. We can still be
No,
discreet.
we were told to be discreet. Literally,
We
to
can
not
still
kill
be
everyone.
discreet. We're not. We're just killing 3 people. We're gonna take their bodies. We're gonna bury them out in the woods with the stuff that we're saving, that we're hiding. Nobody knows who.
I
was
joined you to help in Huppaduke. I did not join a murdering party.
That's fine.
That's not why I'm here.
I killed them. I'm throwing their bodies on the cart, and then I'm ready to go.
Discreet isn't just going in silence, but discreet is making sure that there's no trace of us being here. So what we're trying to make sure of is that there's no trace of us being here. And I understand, Cleric, that you don't make the connection in these people truly having a part in the evil deeds. Same could be true that the hired hands that came and attacked us were just hired and they knew nothing of us, but they came and attacked us. The same way that these people here were following orders from evil people. And there's clearly making a connection that they are the ones that have smuggled and attacked us and attacked others and have been using these weapons against authorities, and this is their evil. And anyone who associates themselves with them.
I understand that. However, the barbarian was completely defenseless, laying on the ground. I figure a paladin of honor or of glory would not want to kill a defenseless opponent.
A paladin that's seen the world and seen what smugglers like this put into the world.
Perhaps.
I believe the paladin was more concerned for our safety as we move forward with our own missions. I believe
the paladin is vile.
He
and acted irrationally.
At this point, you've raised a dead thing in front of us. You thinking I'm vile is the least of my worries at this point.
If you haven't picked up on that Thurden acts irrationally yet, from the weeks that we've interacted with him, irrational is his motto.
Forte.
His forte.
Irrational, perhaps, but I've at least seen honor in him.
I believe, from what I've experienced, and as a bard who kind of understands people, like his thing is talking with and understanding and kind of charming in that way. I'd say, I'm assuming, Jace, that you are an end. The ends never justify the means, whereas the paladin here, they do. The means do justify the ends. Both are very helpful in this party, and I believe that what we've done, moving forward, this could be to have protected us, and I'm kind of like trying to handle the, like, I see that the cleric is struggling, and my goal is to persuade him that this was the right decision for us currently, and it's very difficult, but I'm more like almost trying to calm his emotions in this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna step forward and say, what's done is done. We can't go back and undo those. However, I do think that in the future, if we are going to continue traveling together and working together to better this world, we do need to make decisions like that as a group that are going to affect all of us, rather than in situations like this where we have a moment to sit and talk. We should not just have the decision made for us.
Can I roll like a persuasion with that to see if it takes?
Roll persuasion. Jace, do you want to hear and try try to accept this, or are you against it totally right now? Where you're just
Jace is,
kind of like
uh,
to Rowan, not to what Theoden has
Right.
done.
I'm listening to Rowan.
Okay. Rowan and Lee are, making arguments about why we need to move on, kind of thing. So the question is, he's going to roll persuasion. Do you want to roll against that?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll a. I would say, Jace, roll a charisma check.
Christmas save?
No, you roll persuasion, Rowan, and I'm gonna have him roll charisma. I'm gonna have him roll with advantage, Jace, because he is pretty hot and bothered by what Theoden did.
Well, we're starting off with a whopping 3. And a 2.
I rolled a 22.
Okay.
Lord.
So it's not that you totally are okay with it, Jace. But at the moment you see your kind of anger and haze at what he did subsides for a moment, and you see the need to leave. You see the need to leave. You see the need to move on and finish what you have started here with taking the things out of the warehouse and trying to hide them. Not that you, like I said, not that his persuasion makes you okay with what he does.
And
has done. So
my goal wasn't to convince you that it was necessarily right or the thing to do. It was more to calm your emotions there and try to put yourself in a place of understanding of where he came from. Not necessarily like, okay, and now you're happy about it. It was more like, hey, look, we need to make sure their emotions are calm. I don't want you to do something drastic or anything. So we're just
okay.
more like bringing you back to the
Understood.
party.
Okay.
And I exhale. I have some thinking and praying to do, and I turn and walk out.
Okay.
I walk up to Bugsy, I tell him to hide in the woods, and I walk out the door.
Okay. All right. So you're going out the way you came into the woods. Are you going to try to hide the path that you take this cart on?
Yes.
Okay. This will be the last roll for the night. Go ahead and make a.
Would we still have pass without a trace for this?
Pass without a
It's
trace.
up to an hour.
Pass without a trace would help you be unseen. It doesn't hide evidence of you having been there necessarily. And a cart rolling, in the dirt. I would say you would probably need to make a survival check, and a couple of you can roll it to try to.
Whoever is going to roll it, I'm going to give a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I'll go +3.
And I'm gonna be pulling the cart, so I don't.
Okay.
I don't see what.
I gotta
I'm not gonna roll to hide because I'm the one dragging it.
So whoever's rolling to be able to conceal us with the cart, add a 1d8 to it.
I will do that.
At this point, Jace wouldn't really care.
No, it works.
Sure.
He's probably still fuming. And
13.
With the 1d8.
Yep. There's a 3 +3 +7 from the D8.
Did I
Okay.
notice that he's doing a terrible job?
Roll a perception check.
This is the last roll of the night.
Yeah, I had
4
rolled a
rolls
dirty
later.
20 on mine.
So.
Yeah, I rolled a dirty 20 on mine.
Okay. With Lee's help, Lee was helping. So.
Okay.
Lee rolled for it as well. So between the two of them, they were able to kind of like dust the tracks away, make it not obvious that the cart was going off into the woods. So with that, we will end tonight's episode. I'll take a breath. Had a little tense moment there
That was
between
good.
the party,
That
but
was
it's
some
okay.
Good RP though.
It's
That was good
okay.
RP.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
It was
Um,
gonna have to clash at some point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And,
That's for
you
sure.
know, sometimes the party has to have a heart-to-heart. So it'll be good. It'll be good. Okay. Well, thank you all for sticking around. We went really late. Sorry about that. But we kind of got into the meat and potatoes of searching a warehouse. So,
Sure.
all right. Well, once again, thank you so much. And we are going to end it there. Good night and God bless.